Just two teams remain. One game to determine who is the new Scotties champion in Thunder Bay. It's the home of curling champions. The home of curling royalty. And tonight, a hometown team will get to play for a title.
It means so much to be playing here in Thunder Bay, and we want to win this thing. It's such a great feeling.
McCarville wants a storybook ending and a very first national championship. Her opposition knows all about winning. Carrie Einarson and her teammates won in 2020 and 2021.
It would be an absolute honor to be able to do it again and three-peat. We definitely want to get back to that world stage.
Tonight, one of these teams will be champions. Northern Ontario, Team Canada. The Scotties final, next. Our final night here at Fort William Gardens in Thunder Bay, in the shadow of the sleeping giant off in the distance. Let's get you caught up in what happened this afternoon. It was the semi-final of the Scotties. Team Canada against New Brunswick. Must win if you hope to advance. Carrie Einarson, two-time defending champion. Andrea Crawford, Fredericton, seventh end. And Team Canada scores two. And really they played what you could call the perfect game. Hammer, two. Without force, two, force. And they did that all the way through for an 8-4 win. And so they would now move on to this championship game. Only two remain, Northern Ontario, Team Canada, and it's coming up. And on this Sunday night, so nice to say hello, Canada. Welcome back to Thunder Bay. Cheryl Cathy alongside. So glad that you're with us for this final game. Yet these two teams really are, in some respects, opposites. Opposites in how they prepare to get here. And maybe the most unique is Northern Ontario.
Well, I think it is. This is a team that is never focused on being the #1 ranked team in the world. They don't chase points. They don't play on tour, and nor do they want to. They prioritize their family, their careers, and they spend countless hours practicing with the single focus of winning a Scotties. And here they are tonight with a chance to win at home with family and friends looking on, and they did it their way.
By contrast, you've got the Team Canada. They travel the country, they travel the world, and here they are again.
Well, and it's just not what they do on the ice. Coach Reid Carruthers talks about the little things that teams wouldn't think about, but when you travel all the time and are with each other all the time, these are things that you pick up off the ice that help you on the ice. That could be that little edge they need tonight.
So there it is. The matchup is set. Who will be the Scotties champion? About 3 hours from now, we will know here in Thunder Bay.
Just nine.
Whoa.
Here we go. Can you get it through? 1, 2, got it. Sure do. To tie it up, Team Canada. Screening calling line. Here we go. Got it. How do you like that? Carrie Einarson.
Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you in part by Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporters for over 40 years. By BKT Tires and OK Tire. By Home Hardware, Here's How. And by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Northern Ontario, Team Canada, about to take the ice here at Fort William Gardens in Thunder Bay for the Scotties Championship. Time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's How. Team Northern Ontario from just back of the building, the Fort William Curling Club, skipped by McCarville with Sarah Potts, Ashley Sipola, and Kendra Lilly. Team Canada, they hail from the Gimli Curling Club, west side of Lake Winnipeg, hour north of the city. Carrie Einarson, Brianne Mayer, Shannon Burchard, and Val Sweeting. So during pool play, Team Canada went 8-0, undefeated. Northern Ontario 5-3 by virtue of that record pool play. Team Canada got their choice. They elected to go with the same rocks they played earlier today against New Brunswick. Yellow, they drew for the button, and that was won by Team Canada. So they will have the hammer, playing yellow stones, Northern Ontario the red, to get us underway on this championship Sunday night. The Northern Ontario lead is Sarah Paul.
Good. Line's good.
And pretty successful draw to the button for Team Canada. Both Carrie and Brianne pinned it.
You've both been here. I'll ask you, Cheryl, how do you control the nerves if you are, I mean, Team Canada's been here, and it was 16, of course, for Krista McCarville last time. What do you do?
You know, they go away pretty quickly when you start to just play, and I think a lot of deep breaths out there, that's one of the best ways, and just find something to focus on, something technical, a smooth slide, and then once you get into that game, the instincts take over.
Okay.
And you will then, of course, focus on the keys, which is perfect for keys to the game.
Well, for Northern Ontario, they're playing a very high-scoring Team Canada, and so the ability to force them to a single with hammer will go a long way to limiting the points that they put on the board. And then maybe it's a small crowd, but they are mighty, and these family and friends are keeping Team Northern Ontario light, and they're cheering them on, and that's making a big difference to them out there.
And the keys for Team Canada.
Well, with and without hammer, this Team Canada does probably one of the best jobs of controlling the front, and it all starts with Brianne. She is making some exceptional tick shots and guards to set everything up. And then Team Canada's plan is simple on paper, but it's much harder to do in the game. But all they try to do is go out and force and then get their deuce.
And they played that to perfection in the win over New Brunswick. The keys to the game are brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like Cashmere.
And if you look for little things in this game with the edge in terms of nerves, as Team Canada, you know what it's like to win, and so you still have the nerves going in, you still settle down, but because you've accomplished it before, as we start to get to 7, 8, 9, 10, where the nerves are going to get higher for Krista McCarville, for Carrie Einarson and her team, you almost hit a spot where you're like, this is our comfort zone, we've done this before, and it gets a little bit easier.
Very tight. Go then, line's good. Yep.
Halfway. Yep.
Okay, whoa. It's actually over curling.
We're tight.
Whoa. It's over curling.
Right in between those two.
Whoa, it's going sideways.
The ice surface this week, I mean, we've heard very little from the players. There's been a couple of paths, keeps everybody on their toes. The speed has been consistent, and that's really all you ask as a player. Consistency and speed and ability to read the paths.
And in this game, the players were able to choose their stones. No surprise, Carrie Einarson selecting the same stones that she used in wins over Fleury and Crawford earlier today. And for Krista McCarville, when Carrie chose yellow, she had the option of taking the red stones that she played with last night. So the exact same selection that she used in her win over Andrea Crawford.
Here. And by, yes. Uh-oh.
That's okay. 11.
And they'll chip it in underneath.
Okay, just bumper.
Might be in the hole. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it is.
I know, it didn't really look like bumper.
This is the first meeting, interestingly. This is the first time they're playing in this year's Scotties. They played in different pools first, and then when they did cross over, they didn't meet on a crossover. So no previous record here in this event to go by.
That's all there, yeah. Line only right now. We're a bit deep.
Okay, well then, lots of room right now.
Trying, but we really don't want to.
Oh, tons of room.
Thought it was interesting, Rick Lang saying before the game, Kathy, that these stones were used in the pre-trials and the trials in Saskatoon, and they had to make an adjustment just because, for whatever reason, they were quicker here.
He did feel that they were definitely quicker, and he said it was Krista that struggled the most with making that adjustment. And we talk about when you travel a lot, you play under different ice conditions, and one of the challenges for this Northern Ontario team practicing next door at Fort William is they're used to a certain ice condition. They're used to the rocks that they had charted from being away, and had a little bit of a harder, slower time to make the adjustment.
And there he is, like a proud father. He is with this team, getting them here all the work that they do put in, 6 and sometimes 7 days a week.
Ashley slid a little deep, leaves a double and roll behind the corner.
Through the hole they go. Got one. Oh, and they'll just touch it, but they'll touch it over enough. It's on the pin, but it is exposed on that outturn side.
No worries.
And then there's Reed Carruthers, who has picked up this team, and the Canadian and world champion with Jeff Stoughton. He's loving it. He really is. He's gained a whole new respect, he said, Kathy, about this team in particular and how hard they do work despite all the travel.
He did talk about their work ethic, and he mentioned that he was surprised and impressed by how hard they work and how they go to every practice and put 100% in as though it were a game. Some of the things that he said he would take back to his own team.
Hard, Kara. Go, 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 go. Okay, that's fine.
And you're going to hold it there.
That's good, Kendra.
Good.
It'll spill.
How was that weight?
Nice shot.
How was that weight? How was that weight?
She didn't say.
Shouldn't say I liked it. I thought it was like 10 and a half.
It's just so straight down that 12-foot path. We've seen it numerous times, does not come up.
Good.
You almost expect it too early because of the
Weight's really
pebble,
good.
but it never does.
Just bumper. Gotta go. Gotta go to get by the guard.
And oh, it did. Just, and they'll bonk it right on the beak.
Good brushing. 10-5. No. Okay. I like it.
Don't mind firm hack.
That's nice. Should we right up in the middle now? Yeah.
It was a little bit of a slow start for Kendra Lilly
Bumper.
Yep.
in the 1-2
Whoa.
cage playoff against New Brunswick, but gathered herself probably, I'd say, comfortably 3 ends in.
Hard. Keep going. Keep going. Go, 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 go. Hard.
Oh, and settle down. And she'll make them chase.
Oh, just really solid. Yeah. I still thought it would go.
Well, you're not going to make them all,
Solid
Vic,
weight, I
and
think.
sometimes that's the most impressive things you see in athletes. If they have a tough end or a tough shot and the ability to bounce back the next end.
Just a little solid, yeah.
Good throw.
During the week, she had a really difficult game and came out the next game and was, I think she was 90-some%. That's impressive.
9-5. 9-5. Yes. Yep. Hard.
Yes.
Hard. Hard. Gotta go to stick. Hard, Shannon.
Shannon Burchard.
Yes, you got it. You got it. You got
You
it.
got it? Sure do. Will it hang around? No, it won't.
All right. Really came up there, Val. Okay.
Well, it was midweek, and Northern Ontario was struggling, and they decided to have a little meeting. Kathy, I think they, if he remembers correctly, Rick said they had New Brunswick, Saskatchewan, and Team Fleury remaining.
Yes.
And then they that meeting,
Still want it
Just-
poking out the other side.
Yeah.
Okay.
forget about the pressure of playing at home. Just be yourselves. Be the team that you prepared to be. And that little meeting paid off.
Well, it was similar to Gushu, but different. In the case of Brad Gushu, he was surrounded with a building full of people who they were trying to impress, not impress in a flashy way, but they just wanted to do the best. In this case, it was an empty building, but Krista still felt that this was her opportunity in Northern Ontario to do Northern Ontario proud. She said, if we win, we'll open the door and they'll be out on the street. And so that feeds into it so much. And Wednesday, well, you likened it to the Gushu meeting, Beck, and Rick does very much agree with you.
That's good. That's okay, Chris.
That was in, of course, in St. John's in 2017 after their slow start.
Kind of giving chances back and forth here. Val rolling out and then Krista sliding back 8, so now a chance for Carey.
There's been a couple here already, so yeah, I like this spot. I think, yeah, 15, 2. Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm thinking 15, 2 here.
Yes, let's do it.
We saw this spot in this morning's game
Fight it.
get very, very fast. A lot of back 12, back 8 stones.
Third straight year that she's in a final against an Ontario team, albeit this one from Northern Ontario, having beaten Rachel Homan the previous 2 years.
Gotta come down a bit.
Easy, guys. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Top button.
Bury a bit.
Top button.
And the piece, just look at that center line, and you can tell maybe a third of the zone is underneath.
Good carry. That's okay. All right, yeah.
But the guard is long. I think there, if you want to chase, there's enough room to chase and roll with the out turn.
And avoid the jam.
Mm-hmm. It curls in this spot.
Well,
A little bit like why?
You guys like that? Play hack? You guys like hack?
So if you haven't been with us, no fans were allowed to buy tickets. All the people you see here are the volunteers.
whatever you think.
Some 350
We know the ice for this.
that would have worked the event in a normal condition. Also,
Kendra, hair less.
about 50 of the top juniors from Northwestern Ontario, and a few added family and friends. So in total, maybe 400 or so here at Fort William Gardens.
Little firm. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So wonderful thank you for all the volunteers for making this event possible.
Well, yeah, they wish they could have done more. Can you get across the nose a little bit? Avoid the jam, roll it underneath. Oh yeah, she gets a little turn underneath. Spills it out the back, and yes, right away, that's all Carrie Einarson has. Taps the pin. The button is where she'll go.
Oh, is that any good? And so well managed. You can see the brushers. They were on, they were off. Get the perfect roll.
Yeah, no hesitation. If we follow this through enough on the replay, you'll see her come out and just right there, bang. Going to put it there.
Well, I didn't know when they said firm, like your firm.
I know.
So a difficult draw right away. Does she have the draw weight? Facing two with her last, Carrie Einarson.
You like it? I think we can go a bit. Really good.
Yeah, that's, again, we said, that hammer efficiency, scoring two with last rock. She was perfect earlier today against New Brunswick 4 times. But here being forced, needs a piece of the button.
Mine's really good.
Needs that button.
Whoa, Shannon. Whoa, Shannon, real quick.
Oh, goodness. What a start. That is the draw of a 2-time defending champion. Carrie Einarson gets her single here in Thunder Bay. Team Canada forced to a single, but what a single it was. Wonderful draw. Who will put their name on the trophy this year? For the last 2 years, it's been Carrie Einarson. So here in 2, it will be Northern Ontario. Krista McCarville with last draw.
Ashley draw. Yep.
Playing the red
Halfway.
stone.
Not curling. It's trying. Go, Ash. Go, Ash. Go, 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 Ash. Go. Go for line. Yep. Go, go hard. And keep going for line. Go for weight, dude. Try to get it halfway at least. Okay. Okay.
So you wonder if the 2 teams are ready to play. Well, let's look at the 2 key shots, really, of that first. This, the last shot of Krista McCarville.
Well, one of the keys I had for Northern Ontario is that they were going to have to force Team Canada. Otherwise, they're scoring 2s or 3s in an end. This goes a long way to force them to a single.
And right away, she just comes out, taps the button. That's what I'm going to try and hit, says Carrie Einarson.
And then, and this is no different than the draw to the button. It's the exact same shot she made and Brianne made right to the pin. Makes no mistake, the brushers knew exactly where it was from the hog line in. They get their single.
So 2 teams obviously ready to play. One with a nice hit and roll, the other one with a great draw. The key shots are brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together.
I like 10. Whoa, whoa. Close. Yep. Hard.
Ashley Sipola.
Okay. Whoa.
You think for a slight second you have the roll, and then it just goes hard. The anticipation on that spot for the callers.
Is that easy? No. I think it was 10. That really curled. Yes.
Shannon Burchard. There you go.
Clean. 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 10, 5, 10. Whoa. Oh, no, weight's good.
Brianne a bit. Brianne. Yep. Yeah, right to the line. Yep. Right to it. Yep.
And rolling it over and past. But they are sitting 2 without. Hangs it on the edge.
But that makes a difference, rolling out to the wings, and now
Good throws.
Krista's going to go around and try and use that corner.
4 sheets in play here at the Fort William Gardens during round robin. But narrowed down now to just the one, the championship sheet, and it is a sheet C.
Tons of room. No, not Sarah.
That could have been the end of the career.
That could have, it was going bad for a second.
It was. I wobbled on the rails there.
It's coming to the booth to replace you.
Hard. You got to keep going. More. Go. Good shot.
Real good.
Nice shot, Ash. That curled not bad.
More hair deeper. Yep, just sit 2. You like that? Yeah.
What'd you get on that one? 15?
I missed it.
I was a hair early. I think
if you're going for 15, that should be close.
Yeah, I like 15 as well.
$15. Ice fast, relatively quick, or slow?
No, that's fast. 15 hog to hog is fast, and it's been upwards of 15-2, 15-3. We got close to 16 yesterday. It's been great. Consistent.
Gotta go for weight. So Burchard and Mayer. And they're going to be all over this.
Good, Val.
Shot rock, though, still belongs to Team Canada. That's the stone at around 10 o'clock, full in the 8-foot.
15-6. Nice.
Those are a little roll.
Yeah. We got to roll.
But it's important, Val, they kept the angle on Val's, because now they can chase that shot stone by playing off their own.
Whoa.
Kendra Lilly. We talked about that meeting on Wednesday night. And
Hard.
Rick Lang did have a little heart-to-heart with Kendra because of her struggles, and she's responded very well.
It's a bit slippery. I feel like my feet have slipped
So
a couple
much
times.
talent, so much potential.
That was nice weight, I think. Yeah.
This
If
team
anything, a little down, eh?
together since 15.
She called 10. Right?
Well, and it's typically when you feel pressure, it's not really from anything external. You just do it to yourself. And a conversation like that and a coach that can sense that can go a long way to alleviating all of it. Obviously worked.
Hard. Gotta go. Yep.
And rolling it over. Now watch where this goes. Will that one in the middle spill in behind? No. But they are suddenly, just like that, sitting 2 without.
Good call, Kara.
Canada.
Good call.
All because of that setup shot by Val on her first one. Gets the angle right, and then they can use it. And that was the plan.
Yeah, we didn't see it. I think it wasn't seen.
Now we're hitting roll.
If we could do that.
Yeah, I kind of thought that one.
Just go half buried too.
Yeah.
You like that better? Okay.
You like that?
This will curl nice. 10.
Same weight?
Yeah. About there. Whoa.
9.5.
Whoa.
Sarah.
Go. Close.
Sarah.
Go, Sarah.
Hard, Sarah.
Hard. Okay. That's fine.
And stays right there.
That's good. Just a hair firm, Kendra. Good shot.
Okay, so just a little up, little firm. You take some weight out of that. Then do you get the movement to get the roll?
You do, and I think you also bring the brushers in too, Vic. If the weight's down a bit, more effectiveness because it's got more time for you to carve it over and get a little bit extra curl.
Yeah. Okay.
So kind of a combination of workable weight and
All right, let's do it. You got it.
ability to curl.
You got it.
Just going to roll a little to the right, probably edge of forefoot on the right.
Weight's great.
10,
a little bit like me.
10, 5, maybe. Yep.
Yep.
Hard. Yep. Hard. 10, 5. Hard. Keep going. Hard. Yep. Go.
Good. Good spot.
10.
Thanks. Good.
Just didn't want to leave a double.
That's good. Yeah. Really nice. Carol.
Job done.
Good. Good throw. Ah, shoot.
Okay.
Then we probably
good toss.
double back for 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was good. Kendra's was firm. I thought that looked like tight ice for this turn. Like if she had had a 10.
I know, but you do
Okay,
need
same
to...
thing, kind of like half a roll.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. 10.
Okay. 10-ish? Or
Yeah. 10-ish.
Solid. 9.5.
Whoa.
Close.
Even a
Close.
9.
Whoa. Close. Yep.
Whoa.
Yes. Whoa. Yes. Yes. Whoa. Whoa.
Krista McCarville, have you got it? Oh, it had the right idea. Had the notion, just didn't have the motion to get in behind.
Sorry. Good throw.
It's a tough spot to call that roll because you know it's going to curl,
Hey guys, same weight.
but you don't want to lose it.
You got it. More weight than your last one.
Close.
Weight's close.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Whoa. Lots of weight.
Now help it over. Bird charge, get across, and they'll roll it their way.
Very nice. Yeah,
And
just
they
more
are
like normal
sitting
for that
two.
one.
I got a similar time, but it
okay.
just seems to run
That's
a little.
really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no double.
Good.
Great.
Nice carry.
Needed to roll. They didn't want to, sit there, maybe roll a little bit toward yellow. Would have left a double, so
That's tight.
job done again.
So, I mean, I see it too.
A little bit,
She has to actually play away to catch the 4-foot
Okay, he's a
because of that
Okay. Good.
stone just out in front on the Scotties tissue box. That gets in the draw way of the draw, does it?
She's going to have to just come across the center, so drawing edge of 4.
It's a draw against a couple. We saw Einarson reach in and find that draw weight to put it on the lid in the first. Now facing 2.
Have a
Needs
look, though.
just
Have
a
look.
bite
Have a
of the
look.
4.
Where are we?
Hanging a bit.
T.
Yeah, we're good.
It's got to start to move here.
Have a look. Do we need a
Stone
tip?
is top
No,
8.
no,
Got to
we're
get
good.
by
Well,
those.
easy, it'll
Now
curl.
it's starting to hook.
Okay, we're good.
They good? How do you like that? Wow, both. 2 pressure draws by 2 terrific skips. Krista McCarville and Carrie Einarson. We're tied at 1. It is the Scotties, the Tournament of Hearts, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship. Since 1961, the very first championship won by Joyce McKee. And this the 41st. Scotties.
Okay, Kendra, go! Kendra! Go! Keep going!
And here we go to the 3rd
Okay, good.
in a 1-1 tie.
I just felt if I threw
And
any
both
more weight than
skips
that, I don't
showing
think
that
I
they
would-
indeed do have their draw weight right away.
You think? No, but it's hard to ask for less than that.
Pretty nice. I didn't know if they knows that, if they'd be on or not, but obviously not. So Carrie's going to play around the corner. You could also play like a chip and roll in off that top one if you chose. But they're sitting pretty nice for a double, so.
Good. Or T-line. T-line only right now.
Hold on. Line's good.
Still T-line.
Where are we?
Still top, still line only. Line only.
Yes,
Top 4. T.
We're by.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, we're by. Still all there. Whoa. Good.
Nice shot.
Okay.
And around they go, just that little bit deep, just back of the tee line.
Good.
Half-ish. You like that? Okay. A little roll out is good.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's go 10.5.
Okay.
Yeah, this is where they rolled out a couple ends ago. Just doesn't do much. So brought the weight down now 10.5.
Why not follow the same path as that stone?
Well, because they can see it on this side. It rolled out enough, so you always kind of want to chase what you can see.
Okay, Ashley Sipola.
Yeah, gotta go.
Oh, you got to go here, because here comes that guard. Here it comes.
Hard.
No. And bumps it in.
What did you have on that? Soft. And 11-1. 11-2. Sorry.
So Ashley Potts goes back. McCarville gives her the information, and now that'll be relayed to Sipola.
Try and get a flop on off of it.
I don't think you can.
No, you're right.
No.
I like the open one.
I like this.
It's a short run on the middle. So. I agree. Yeah. Yeah.
Throw here.
Okay. You got it. Solid 10. Yep. Weight's good. Yep. 10. Whoa. Weight's good.
Brian.
Mayor.
Good.
And on the nose.
Nice. Good shot. I wasn't sure if it was there to miss.
This event began a week Friday ago.
Thanks.
Didn't start for the teams in Pool B till Saturday. Perfect all the way through round robin. Then in the playoffs, that was the killer. Friday night in the Page qualifying games, down to the B side, as it were, in a 3-4 Page playoff. Must win. Team Canada beats Tracy Fleury, and then earlier today, must win, and they did again. This is the first time that Team Canada, in their 2 championship years, have come and had to play through the 3-4 game.
Both yellows open.
So they'll need 3 wins, must-have wins to become a 3-time champion.
I agree. I think the hit's easier, Tara.
So.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, control.
What turn do you like?
I like the out.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is.
Here?
Yeah.
You don't want to leave this yellow-red combination here, because that's really what Northern Ontario could use to roll behind or come around to save an end. So a little bit of an angle, and you can roll your shooter to a corner and stick the tight yellow stone.
Yep. Whoa. Nice.
And leaves it there covered, so they are sitting the 2. And they do have last rock.
Good, Shannon. Nice shot.
Now, Northern Ontario and McCarville did open on the Friday. They went 2-2 and then hiccuped their way, but it was off of that Wednesday when they had their meeting, and they got it together, and they picked up the 3 wins, got to the 1-2 Page playoff, won that, put themselves right into this final, avoiding the sudden death semifinal game.
Well, yeah, because you guys, didn't you say firm 10 with any other guy? More than yours, Shannon.
Yep.
Well, just 10.
Yep.
10-5. Yep.
Val Sweeting.
Yep. Hard.
Trying to make sure they roll out.
And nothing right there.
Yeah, they were trying to make this hit and roll for Northern Ontario just a little tougher by rolling out.
And they're now those two front stones. They are just a little bit staggered, a little bit hooked.
Yeah, I was a little surprised when Team Canada played that shot that they were more aggressive trying to roll the shooter away so they didn't leave that.
A little more. Whoa. Whoa. More. Whoa. Sarah, hard. Hard for nose. Hard. Okay.
Sarah Potts, and they just get across the nose, but not enough to get underneath.
Good throw. Okay.
Good weight. Same weight. Weight's nice. Whoa. Clean. Hard to stay. No. Brianne, go.
One more time here. Someone said it's going to be hard to stay. Oh, but they did well. That's the brushing, the managing of the stones by two of the very best.
Yeah, I heard the same thing. They thought they were rolling wide and rolling out.
Shoot. I thought that's how my first
So
one
the applause
would
from the people here at Fort William Gardens as
first
Krista
one was your
McCarville
one
makes her
was
way
the
down.
curve
Skip
that-
Stones to come here in the third of a 1-1 tie.
kind of weight. 10, you said? Yeah.
So another chance. It's been there. Neither team has been able to take advantage.
Yep.
Solid if anything.
Whoa.
Solid if anything.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa.
Close. Yep. Whoa. Sarah.
Now, can you get across the nose? Is this the one? Is this the one? Oh, and they'll get it so close.
Good try.
Just a great try.
More.
It was really nice weight on that one. You could see the difference. It gave it a chance, but just not enough.
9-8. 9-8.
I might have missed it from calling line though.
And just failing to get underneath.
Got it. I like this, Care.
Yeah, let's do it.
You got a good amount.
You've seen me throw here a lot.
Yeah.
Straight pick.
No, they're going to try and throw the weight to keep it around, sit there too, Vic.
Okay.
Feel like they've got enough. And a little tighter in, this will curl a touch. It's not as straight as the 8-foot line.
Just hack. Easy, Brianne.
They scored 8 earlier today against New Brunswick.
Whoa.
Scored 11 against Tracy Fleury.
Straight. Roll it. Yep, way down there.
And is that going to go out the back?
Good.
Just perfect.
I love what they
you're
said
just
to her
like
in the
that.
hack. It wasn't just let's go, Carrie. You
I
heard
didn't want to wait too long.
Shannon
and
say
then
you
be
can
like,
see enough of this,
I
and you heard Brianne say you've seen me throw in this spot. It's bringing her back to shots that she'd seen to give her confidence in how she threw.
And then you add the brushing to this, Kathy.
That managing of the stone.
They add so much to this team.
Well, and you look at the weight, it's just enough to get the rock out, and that's what you really needed to have to make sure you stuck around, because look where she rolled.
Let's go a hair more.
Nine.
Whoa. Close. Whoa, Sarah, hard. Sarah, hard.
Sarah Potts. And they'll leave it there. So it will be a chance for a couple. Yeah, 89, 88 first as Team Ontario, and then as Team Canada. Heather Houston.
Darn it.
Technically, this would be Northern Ontario, should McCarville win, Northern Ontario's first women's championship. Ontario and Northern Ontario Curling Associations split back in 2015. It was all Ontario before then. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, you don't want to miss this. There's a chance for 2. Oh, wow, Mayer. Say thank you. Brianne Mayer.
No hit.
I got really into the yellow.
It's like, I could just say. Yeah.
Team Canada.
Careful with this. I was like, oh no.
Best all week
It's not as crazy.
in their hammer conversion, scoring 2 or more on a Sunday night, championship Sunday night, Thunder Bay.
It's actually quite unbelievable when you look out on the ice and there's 20, 30 banners from championship teams. A bit of that is history and knowing that a lot of teams from Thunder Bay are successful.
Once we started winning by 80 and 81 and even into 82, I'd come to the rink and I'd go throw some rocks and the place is full. Everybody's practicing, everybody's trying to get their game up.
It was something that you could believe you could do. It became a realistic goal for people from this area to think that they could play at the national level.
Once you kind of get a competitive resume going, even as a community, then you have to strive to keep up with that. And the bar is high here, and then that drives people to play better and harder.
When you grow up thinking, oh, this person from Thunder Bay did it, you kind of set those same goals.
We look up to them. I want to be a champion like they are.
We're ready for another Northern Ontario team to win the Scotties.
Yeah, that World Championship for Heather Houston, back-to-back, first for Canada as Ontario and then as Team Canada. That was in Milwaukee. Lorraine Lang has been a long-time coach, picks up 2 wins, and of course, Krista McCarville in 16. That was a loss to Chelsea Carey. And on the men's side, well, Ian Tetley, Al Hackner, Rick Lang, most notably. But the Tetley family, synonymous with curling here in Thunder Bay. And there's Lorraine Lang. Some royalty, of course. She with Heather Houston, those 2 championship years. Then became a coach. And in fact, I think coached this team in 16 because Rick Lang was involved with the national program.
Whoa, go Sarah, go.
Curling Canada program.
Okay, good throw.
And he's still a consultant.
He is. He goes in now and then for guest appearances. You see it often, though. I mean, you look at the provinces where Manitoba will go on a run for a few years. It's because internally each player inside the province is pushing each other to be better, and then you'll see Alberta or Saskatchewan, and it's always those streaks because of the players inside the province, and they're playing against each other and they're pushing each other.
A little bit. Yep. Sweet scoop. Yep. We're bumper. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Sweet squeeze. Whoa. Nope. Good. Nice. Goodie. I like that weight. Good, Shannon. Good pair.
Okay,
yeah,
10.
Thanks.
This is straighter.
Like an 11.
Yep, yes.
Really easy.
Hard.
Lily.
Keep going.
Pops.
Hard. Now you're nosing. Whoa, the other way.
And nosing they are. And straight back. We'll get rid of 1, but they stuff it. So it sits top edge of the button.
I think just a little down on weight.
Yeah, I don't know. But that was like a same.
If they ever make a corner freeze, we're in trouble.
Yeah, I agree. Well, my first thought was the other way, but to choke, but oh yeah.
What's
I
that?
just don't want to roll
You
too
like the
far
other way better? Okay. Think play here.
Okay.
The idea is to roll left as we're looking at it and stop that in-turn, come around that corner. But the risk is you roll too far, and now you've actually given them a second corner to come around. So you don't want to roll very far.
10. Waist screen. Clean. Clean.
Yep.
Whoa.
Close.
Whoa.
Yep.
Wait.
Yes.
Runs it by, and now, as they say, the Christmas tree. Now it's 13 hours difference between Eastern Time Zone and Beijing, and Rachel Holm and John Morris about to step on the ice in their last round-robin game against Italy. You can watch that on TSN4. Their record is 5-3, and it is a must-win for them. Their last rock draw, the last stone draws for the hammer, haven't been very good. So that is the determining factor to see who moves on, and they know it. And so tonight is a must-win against Italy on TSN4.
And so unfortunate that those mixed doubles Olympic trials that were to take place just after Christmas before New Year's were canceled because of COVID, because that's one of those events that really pushes the mixed teams to get to that better level, that helps them as they go off to the Olympics. But the selection, no, I don't think very many people could question the ability of Rachel and John, and so hopefully they've got their game face on tonight.
Little solid. Clean it. Yep. Anything? Yep. Still solid. Still solid. Yep. Yep. Oh. Yep. 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 Whoa. Nice, Val. Really good. Really nice.
The only difference I'm seeing so far between these two teams is Team Canada is making the rolls and Team Northern Ontario is not.
I prefer that.
And a couple times last stand, if they'd made one of those rolls behind the center, or even this last roll to get around the corner, now you've got Team Canada chasing. But it's Team Canada who's making the rolls.
Do you know what I see, Cheryl, is that with Team Canada, their weights are the same all the time, so that roll is predictable. With Northern Ontario, we saw Ashley Sippola throw it really well, but just a little bit less weight, so that up and down weight makes it difficult to get that roll with predictability.
Hard line!
Weight's good!
Yes, you gotta go! Hard line!
Line only!
Yes!
Trying to sneak this around if you can, and around it goes.
Oh, well done to get that by.
And sliding to the back. 8. So they are the second shot. Northern Ontario with the hammer here in this fourth.
It's deep, but they had to go on it to get it by, but a little bit of pressure now.
14-8.
Hey guys, even if you're down to it, just kind of keep the angle a bit.
Okay, all right. What's that speed you know here? That 15,
That was
1,
a 15
2.
on that.
Okay, so 15-3 then. Yeah, they swept out most of the way. You got it. Yeah, 15-2. Close.
Line's good. Just for weight. Line's good. Weight only. Top 4. Close for line. Clean. T. Top 4. Yeah, line. Okay. Line's good. Line's good. Top 4. Line's good. Weight only. T-line. Top 4.
Gotta help me a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, line's really good. Just here on this line. Top 4 on this line. Okay. Gotta finish it a hair. Finish it. Finish it. Go. Go.
Oh, that's just so nice. And finish it they do.
That's okay.
2 around the edge of the floor without.
It didn't finish. There's enough separation that I think you can play maybe something.
Easy hack?
Yeah, like a hack or a board down
we'll
there
have
and
to push that
get it
enough
over top of the back
over.
red and roll.
Yeah. Guess it's right there, right?
Yep. Yep.
Is that hitting? No way.
No, that should be good.
Okay. Like hack?
Yep.
Okay. So maybe like here?
Yep, I like it.
There?
So like just hack or hack?
What's that?
Like just hack?
Yeah.
Trying to be the 5th man on the ice. The crowd here at Fort William Gardens.
Thinking like hack. Okay. Okay. Trying to roll.
Like, yeah, to go that
Krista and her team were talking about hearing family and their voices and
Draw weight was really nice.
how special it was.
Okay.
And Rick Lang said, I mean, this is a very low building. It's old. It's 1951 vintage, and even during the week when there were no people here, at times it was hard to hear just because of the low roof.
Easy. Just
Yep.
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 So communication the key.
Hard.
Sipala left.
Really hard.
Yeah, keep going.
Potts in front.
Hard. Roll it, Sarah. Roll, roll, roll.
And they'll roll it in for what appears to be fourth shot.
Kind of thought that was tight ice, but
Yeah. What'd she say? Said I thought that was tight ice.
oh, kind of thought it was tight ice, but I thought I could do that and possibly spin it.
Yeah. Even a guard isn't terrible.
Or even if I'm like here, that's fine. Yeah. Just
Yeah,
kind of
anywhere
in-
like even you don't even have to be in.
Yeah. But I think I like right here.
Right.
Okay.
So we were just right here, and we want to go in front of it, right?
So we want a little bit more.
Just a hair more?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I just want to take away that double, that yellow double, because it's potentially the only shot that Northern Ontario would have for two, and this blocks it.
Do we want to be third, or is line?
And it
we're
takes away the
line
draw.
first?
More important
Well,
on
to
this
be,
one.
I don't think we have to be third.
Okay, so line
Right there.
first.
Yeah, we just got to cover this.
Okay. We'll go for top 8 then.
And you're probably, I mean, the draw path on the left will be blocked. You may be playing a tap on your own if you're Northern Ontario.
That last one was 15 seconds.
Okay, perfect. Close. Top 12.
Line's
Top
good.
12.
Line's
Top
good.
12.
Okay, a little bit of room
Top
right
12
now.
still.
Okay,
Top
room.
12.
Careful,
Coming
get
down a
always
pair.
stand. Line's good.
Just fighting right now.
Okay, line's nice.
Where's line? I gotta go a little
Line's
bit to get
good.
there.
Doesn't
Top
have to
12.
go.
Top 12 only.
Easy.
Top 12. Both 12.
We'd like to welcome those of you who have been watching TSN 5. Welcome to Thunder Bay Championship Sunday night, the Scotties. Northern Ontario from the Fort William Curling Club.
Good call,
Krista
Val.
McCarville playing the
Thanks.
Redstones. Team Canada, Carrie Einarson from Gimli, Manitoba, trying to win a third in a row. Leads 3-1. And it is Northern Ontario with the last rock, about to throw here in 4.
I think they've let them off the hook a little bit. They were trying to set it right there, and then you could see this path would be really tough here, and this path would be tough here. So open the door a little bit. There's a draw there.
Probably draw the button speed, eh?
Yeah.
This is the swingier side, so it will go.
She had her draw weight in the second.
Line's good.
Needs it again here.
Yeah, line's
It's
good.
a draw
Line's really
against
nice.
2 around
Hold
the
it a
edge of the
bit.
4. Has to come through a bit of a hole to get
Going
there.
now, full floor.
Can't hurt it. Sipala and Potts can't hurt it.
Go, we got it.
We got it. They say they got it. Do they have it?
Sit.
Just listen. Do they have it? Yes, they do.
Good, guys. Really nice. Yeah, I almost died.
I almost died.
We're in Thunder Bay. There comes a time in a team's career, a breakthrough moment. I think this may be it.
Never, 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 never.
Right to the brush, right to T-line, let it settle. Oh, it just fudged up at the back of the 4. Just touch it. Just get over a little bit more. You have one, and you just saved it and touch it. Get it over, touch it. Oh! What a shot. Carrie Einarson to the 4-foot for the win. Needs to stop here. They need the 4-foot. Going a little more, and it will go too far.
Easy. Just
They need that 4 foot. They need the 4. You got a second chance. Make the most of it. Canada, say hello to your new champions from Manitoba. Yeah, back-to-back, 20 and then 21, of course, in the bubble of Calgary a year ago. Carrie Einarson trying to win a third now as her parents are here and invited. Marilyn, Jeff Flett, welcome to Thunder Bay, and trying to join the likes of Vera Pezzer for 3 straight, and then Colleen Jones actually put 4 straight together back in 01 through 04, and then Jennifer Jones 8 through 10. So Northern Ontario picks up the single, but we go back, Kathy, to our chat with Reed Carruthers and how well they played earlier today. They were 3 out of 5 on the conversions, and they were 4 for 4 on the force, and they're 2 times now on the force here.
Well, we just talked about, how strong they were and how much they train and they work the numbers and they know the analytics. Just tremendous results.
To roll it to the edge of the floor.
One of the big things, and you can just see it in this end, is center guard goes up. We talked about how they control the front, and it's the 5th end. They're in control. They're up 1. They've got the hammer. They'll take a blank this end if they have to. So they play the tick. And Brianne makes the tick on the first one, rolls a shooter into the ring. So it's actually an offensive and a defensive move. And then makes the tick on the second one. Doesn't quite roll away, but it gives them room. It gives them a chance if they want to go for the blank or potentially get a couple with hammer without a lot of risk.
Hard, keep going, go, 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 go. Good shot, Ash.
Oh, lovely. May over curl. She gets the tap back, has a little backing, sits there, shot stone without last rock. Northern Ontario.
Good shot, Ash.
Oh, it is a great shot. Keeps the angle.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can chase it.
It's like 2/3, or I can see 2/3, but I like the peel.
Yeah, it's a straight turn, a straighter turn, so I think chasing it would be tough. May try and get their own on the way by that center.
Pritchard, Mayer, and across the top.
Oh, almost.
But a play like that goes to what Reed Carruthers was saying to us, that this team does everything to avoid giving up the steal.
Yes.
So, going after that one and not after shot rock, Kathy, is right to the point.
Well, it is. It's the stones in the front that are going to lead to those steals. So if you can keep it open, Carrie has shown that she's prepared to draw to the 4 foot if she has to, as long as she has a path.
Got it big.
So you can see by those numbers, those last 2 numbers, they are the people they have to get going.
Have a look, not too deep. It's running.
Sipola.
Whoa, it's really running.
And Lily leading to just 72% at the moment for the skip, as they're being out curled. And sit.
Sorry, Kendra.
And to the back edge.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah, she's eyeing it up a little.
Normal?
Okay. All right.
Make this double and you're going to start going a long way to potentially scoring your 2.
They've already converted once. That was in the 3rd. Bang, and through.
Might have been close to the triple if they'd have held it.
Brutal. How'd that happen?
Shoot. We could have just waited on it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
9.5.
If you bunk this. Oh, and they'll run it by. So over curl. Managed to get the top stone, and they lose the shooter. I think the fifth end break, it won't come soon enough.
I would agree. I think Kendra just sliding a little deep. Maybe it's pressure, a bit of nerves. And then rolls out on that one. You have to stick around.
And if you remember last night, it was the fifth end break that really turned this Northern Ontario team around.
I think they're just drawing, especially if we stay back there. Or they might hit
If we roll to here, she plays that double.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you still got a pretty, like a run there.
Yeah. I don't know. I was wondering about the run right now.
No.
Only like to get it, like hit it, roll, and roll the shooter, but it's hard.
That or like,
what are you feeling?
Hope Carrie has a double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like solidifying the 2 and putting it top 4 right now?
Hey?
Top 8?
What did your gut say?
Well, my first call was this.
That was mine too. Okay.
All right, let's do it
They gotta
then.
make a good one, and Carrie still has a run.
Yeah, for sure. And there's space.
If I split the guard, that's good.
Okay, sounds good.
So to your point, Kathy, last evening in the 1-2 page playoff against New Brunswick, New Brunswick stole singles in 4 and 5. They actually led 6-3 at the break. And then after that, Northern Ontario outscored them 6-2.
Sometimes you just need that settling down.
Well, they have a pretty brilliant coach to do it.
Go. Nice. Really nice. Good call.
1-2 for sure. Close around the edge on the 12-foot.
I just go 9.5.
Okay. I just didn't throw mine.
I'll go there.
The one.
9.5 though. Okay.
You could chase this double if you wanted to, but I think they're looking at, they've got the roll behind the center or the roll frozen on top of that left-hand yellow, so maybe a little bit more option. It's not all or nothing.
Krista McCarville, her first here in 5.
Yep. Whoa. 9. Whoa.
Northern Ontario in some trouble, under some pressure by Team Canada. Help this over. Can you get across the nose? And where's this roll going to go? And it'll stop back 4. Shot rock for the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have chased the double on that. Boy, you had to be so perfect.
Story of the night.
And it's a risk of 3.
You know the waist spot?
No, there's a gimme, but
I don't want to nose this. I'd rather roll out, honestly.
And from that angle, it does appear that it is the Yellowstone on that right at around 2 o'clock, or 2:30, I guess to be exact.
Yeah, we do. We like the roll away for sure.
That is the third shot.
Waist good. Yep, hard. Hard, you gotta
Shannon
go for the
Burchard.
roll. Gotta go for the roll.
Got it and does. Held it right to the nose.
She'll probably be able to chase it. That's the only thing.
Well, she wanted to roll it to the outside, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
We need to just roll out even there.
It just makes this
like she's gonna have balls on her if she's gonna draw against
roll a little bit easier
Okay.
behind that center.
So what do you do here now? You're facing 3 in danger here. You're trying to hide it again?
I think it's a hit and roll, Vic, right behind the yellow center. And
hair on this side.
I do too.
If you get lucky, or if you get unfortunate, it rolls a little farther, then you might be in front of that other yellow. It could cause a little bit of issues for Team Canada, but they need a good one.
Just 10.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Ash, hard.
Ash.
Hard. Hard.
Hard, you gotta go.
Sipala.
Hard.
Gotta go here. Gotta have the roll. Oh, nothing.
All right, Carrie.
Okay, guys, that's same weight.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a nice weight.
It. Same throw.
You still think that a key for them is the fact they've got their weight down, Kathy?
The Northern Ontario team?
No, Canada's. All the weight's always the same.
Oh, just consistent.
Yeah.
And even just the lack of panic in Carrie's voice coming down, just talking about the same weight. And it's predictable because everyone throws the same. She's seen it before.
And the consistency of her game.
Weight's good.
Fourth time, 94 or better.
Nice, Carrot. Nice shot.
For two for sure around the edge, having a look. And kicked away. 3 it is. Team Canada. And already chatting with Rick Lang. Need to turn it around in the second half for a Scotties title.
The Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you in part by Scotties Facial Tissue. Unleash the Scotties. By Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By Home Hardware, here's how. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
It's our final evening here in Thunder Bay and the Scotties. You'll have one more day to vote for your great shots.
I agree. Yeah. Close. Yep. Well, yeah.
Got it? Sure do.
Great shot,
Look at that.
Selena.
How
Atta girl.
nice. Very, very nice.
Great shot.
That is a fantastic shot. They had
Atta girl.
nothing
Atta
else.
girl.
Had to play off their own. This is red onto yellow. That top red in the 12-foot onto yellow, and then the red that's top 4 should go back onto shot stone.
Yep. Hard.
Run it back. Just trying to move things around. Oh, what a wonderful shot.
Just like that.
The combination works for Northern Ontario. And you can vote for your favorite AGI top shot every day at Curling Canada on Instagram. Top Shots brought to you by AGI, storage and handling equipment for agriculture. And that's the kind of shot they have to get from Kendra Lilly in the second half as Reed Carruthers talks with the two-time defending champions. Numbers after 5.
Well, you look at that third end, Carey made that intern board tap to sit 2, and there's their efficiency. They convert to their deuce. And then in the 5th, we talk about it, controlling that front. Brianne makes that nice tick. She rolls on with her shooter, and that sets up the 3. You can see the difference in the numbers at the skip position. And Krista McCarville has made some beautiful draws to the pin to keep them in or at least score their single.
Yeah, she just needs some more support. Second half of the Scotties final from Thunder Bay when we come back. Our season of champions from Thunder Bay will take 3 weeks, I guess, to the Olympic break. There's the high-level bridge in Lethbridge. That will be our next stop. That will be for the Tim Hortons Briar as our season of champions continues. And then from there to Prince George for the Women's Worlds. The Men's Worlds will be in Las Vegas. And Kathy, if you go to those World Championships as a Canadian champion, you're going to have to make some adjustments.
Well, you are. 41 days from now, the winner of this game will go to Prince George, and what they're going to deal with is 3 new things. So beyond practicing your technical, you're not going to have 38 minutes. You're going to have 4 minutes to play the first 5, and then 4 minutes and 15 seconds. That means managing your time clock every end is going to be important. More significant, though, any stone touching the center line in the free guard zone cannot be moved by an opponent until after the 5th stone is played. So that tick shot that we see to get you out of trouble is not going to be an option. And finally, there will be no extra ends at the Worlds this year. At the end of it, if it's tied, each team will select 1 player to draw out of the button, and the closest is going to win. Those are big adjustments when you only have 6 weeks to train.
Yeah, and it's a curious thing that they wouldn't try these in, say, I don't know, can I say a lesser event somewhere along the line, play some games to see how they are going to affect a championship, but they've elected to go right to the championship. World Curling Federation making these changes. So we'll see how it goes when we get to with the women in Prince George and then the men in Las Vegas. As we welcome you back, 6-2. Team Canada leads it after that 3-5, and we go to the 6th. Northern Ontario will have the last rock playing the Redstones.
You know, Vic, it is tough. I know in 1992 when we went to the Worlds in Garmisch, the women here did not play any free guard zone. It wasn't tested for the women, only the men. And we got there and found out that we felt like we were playing a different sport. So this is where Rick Lang or Reed Carruthers are going to have their work cut out for them to figure out how to get their teams ready.
And you remember, too, for the longest time, Kathy, Cheryl, the 3-rock, it was a 3-rock rule in Canada. And then at the World, it was the 4-rock rule. And now everybody, of course, has adapted a 5-rock rule.
Yeah, but honestly, to change it at a World Championship, I find that very surprising and puts a lot of pressure on the leads. You're going to have to make sure that guard, center guard is touching that line.
And gets the roll underneath and taps it back. What are you looking for here, Cheryl, now? Other than just getting points and closing the gap for Northern Ontario, what are you looking for from the players individually?
Well, one of the things I'd seen early in the game, I think the first half was just the right weights. Northern Ontario maybe a little hot on one and a little down on the other, and then not getting those rolls. So getting those weights right would be one. And then starting to just move rocks around. Krista just did it on that one. Just move everything. You don't need to eliminate. Just get them to the back of the house, and then they're in the way for any runs by Team Canada.
And look at this off the back, and they'll take that one all the through. Yeah, Shannon Burchard, my gosh. Remember now she came in and played with Jennifer Jones, and that was a win in the 18 Scotties.
This will go for you.
When you say somebody's a winner, that's you might look and find her in the dictionary. That's
I would think
Shannon
so.
Burchard.
Well, she's just all into every game. A professional. We talk about that front end and how they watch the pass. They know the strategy. Leave nothing to chance.
Gotta go, Sarah. Sarah, go. Sarah, go. Bounce. We're gonna bounce. Yeah, I know. Go. Curl it.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Really good shot by Ashley. So there's a perfect example of trying to get those angles right. Trying to tap some rocks. Just create some pressure and see if you get a miss.
It's either that or you play this and try and kiss the back of it.
What do you guys think of that double?
I don't mind. Just they're
Do we
rapid.
ever just like roll in or something?
What's that?
Do we ever roll in off the 12-foot one? Like we don't want to make a pocket, but just do something.
They're wrapping around to the back one regardless.
True,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, okay,
So that's why I thought if we hammer that.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. They're going to back 8.
Yeah, I like this call when they thought it all through. If you just play that hit and roll on the left over to the right, you're almost creating a pocket, and those rocks can be used. I think you open this up, run it back, get rid of that redstone.
Clean. Yep.
Hard. More rocks in the rings is not going to be helping Team Canada.
Great shot.
That's wonderful, and that's that aspect. Maybe we don't pay enough attention to that aspect of being able to force the opposition to just a single. And they did it today against New Brunswick as they completely changed their style of play.
I don't mind either. Yeah. What do you like?
Yeah.
What do you think? I like either.
They were very offensive the previous game, was Team Canada, and they caught them.
Back 4.
Oh, the ability to force and not allow steals is probably the two biggest factors that lead toward the winning. It's not the points you put on the board. It's the points you put on the opposition's board.
Yeah, the limiting of them.
Or not allowing steals.
Kendra Lilly. I thought it interesting,
It's hanging.
Kathy, in talking with Reed Carruthers, and I said, as coming from the men's game as a coach,
To it.
quite often we see
Not curling.
women coaching women. And I said, you have to pull back. Oh gosh. And we'll rub and roll off. Do you have to watch what you say? And he said he thought this Team Canada really played a kind of hybrid game between men's and women's. They have strengths of both.
And that's evident this week in that game against New Brunswick that they lost on Friday night. Reed felt that they risked too much. So trying too hard, line one, playing a very tough double, wound up giving Andrea a shot. And that's the kind of conversation where he's been able to say, you need to dial it back. You can push, but sometimes going so aggressive actually hurts you. And they saw that in spades when they walked off the ice with a loss.
Right up, right to it, right up.
Mayer again.
Clean, clean. Great toss. Nice stop.
And away.
Good brushing. Good pair. Nice throw, Bell. Good throws.
So down to the back one, are they?
They are.
Good.
Good tosses.
Except for that really first, and then the draw in two. This crowd has been kept out of it, really, by Team Canada.
That's there. Yeah.
Okay, line's nice.
Wait's there.
Have a look. Line's
Wait's
green.
there. Wait's there. We're bumping a little.
Really needs it here. Kendra Lilly.
Wait's good. Line's good. We're there.
Needs a little confidence boost.
Looks really close on this one.
Needs a confidence boost. Right down to it. And that will help for sure.
Very nice.
Perfect weight. Good. It was a good throw, Kennedy. We said we on it. Lost the line.
Not quite a full smile, but feeling better.
Just really hooked at the end. They were trying to hold the line.
Shot. Thanks, Kendra.
You guys like just picking it?
Yeah, I do. You have more than half.
I think the pick is great.
You can take a whack at the slash because you're never jamming.
Yeah, I'm just a little worried our next one will be precise if she rocks another.
Yeah.
But I'm good with either.
Because we are second. Do you want to call it time?
Sure.
Time.
We are shot. We're shot. Yeah. Second over that one.
Time.
Each team given 2 90-second timeouts.
Just because we're later in the end. I don't mind that on mine.
Do you like the pick or do you like
firm?
Pick?
Pick.
Straight pick?
Yeah.
Straight
Yeah.
pick?
Yeah, I like it.
Where do you like for ice here?
It should just run.
Yeah,
I was
like
thinking
you'll get just a tiny bit of curl.
Yeah.
So you like that?
Firm or peel, and you like even if you take the yellow, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
The back one, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make a go at it.
All right.
Make it.
Not
You
the
got
shot stone.
He is such a good timeout. He's concise. He knows exactly what the girls are looking at and gives them a lot of confidence on this is the right call.
And one of the things that he said was that part of being a teacher, Vic had said, you know, you seem to be a good teacher out there. And he said, as a teacher, one of the biggest skills you have is listening. And what he heard the team say to him is, we want you to come out and tell us what you think and don't ask us what we think. We're asking you for your opinion or we wouldn't call a timeout. And he's done exactly that.
And quite often, how many times do we hear that? What do you think?
Yes.
What? And it comes back, well, what do you think? He has ideas every time he's called to the ice. Reed Carruthers. One of the ideas was not to touch the shot stone, though. You don't want to touch the shot stone, and he'll get them both. Very nice. Quick brush again.
Oh, boy.
Again, Mayer.
Thank your brushes for that. It was going straight for that top stone.
Nice carry.
Shoot. Very well tight.
Just a little straight through.
Straight through.
But like, we could just take a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I could have, I was afraid to make sure. And the hack, I was like worrying about the ice. I should just make sure.
Just a great freeze by Kendra. That'll help and sets him up for potential 2 here.
What's that?
Stick in the 8-foot though, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So roll away from the second shot towards the left as we look?
Yes, because if you sit right there, that double is available. So try to roll. Take that away.
10 and a half. Easy, whoa, easy, whoa, whoa,
Really
whoa,
easy.
Whoa. Close.
Yeah.
Even bump.
Yep.
Hard.
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 Yep.
Hard.
Now, can you roll a little bit? Yeah, maybe it's just a little turn.
Like, that's a hard double.
So you take it on here?
That's a hard
It's
double.
like going out, but
It's flat.
What did she say? She said,
It's there.
nice throw. It's 10.5. I was just trying.
I might be able to.
I think you can throw enough weight, Kara.
Okay. Let's
Oh,
give it
she
a go.
can throw enough weight. Carrie
What
is
turn are you throwing?
has pretty good upweight ability.
Out. Yeah.
Yeah, get more
I like it.
So I gave Shannon here for hers who fell. I think there.
Yeah. Let's make it. You got it.
I think they're close enough. It's a little bit flatter than you'd probably like, but they're
Yeah.
close enough that might as well chase it. And the score kind of lends towards
let's
this
do it,
call.
Kara.
Guys, give it a go.
Yeah, I think so. You got it.
Yours kind of ran right there, hey?
Yeah, it's not going to do a ton.
Yeah. Do you like a little more for me?
You like more for Kara?
Yeah.
I think this is close.
Close,
Okay,
hey?
let's do it.
Okay.
Even the two the front end players consult each other about the amount of ice to be given to Carrie Einarson as she plays her last, looking to make the double right now. It is.
Yep.
Northern Ontario sitting the two. Called right off. Sweeting's got the line. One. Oh, and just underneath. And a little pat on the backside as it goes out. And so Northern Ontario will have their chance for a couple.
Really close.
Easily there. It's just that out turn.
Good toss.
The in turn moves so hard that out turn tracks does not come up with that kind of weight.
Oh, you definitely throw it hard enough, man.
Yeah, she threw that hard.
Shoot, hair thicker that goes, yeah. That's all right.
That was.
That outside biter just on the edge of the 12. So anywhere in the paint, really full 12 is what you need for two. And a much, much needed couple here for Northern Ontario. Paint for a pair.
I know. It's there.
Cleaning. Holding.
Hanging. Whoa,
There it
whoa,
goes,
whoa,
there it
whoa.
goes.
Easy.
I just want
Hanging.
to clean it.
Yeah, we're
Clean
good.
it.
You're good.
And that's a couple. Heather Houston applauding. Will they win? Can they come back to win Northern Ontario's very first women's championship? Sarah Potts throwing it right at us. Throwing the lead stones for Northern Ontario out of the Fort William Curling Club here in Thunder Bay.
You gotta go. Line's good.
In the final against Team Canada of the Scotties on this Sunday night. That's a huge 2 points, no doubt. Still leaves them shy, however. Down by a couple to Team Canada, who now once again do have the last rock. Playing the Yellowstones here in 7.
Give me a heart to give that a go.
Do you like, though, Kathy,
You like the same way?
the way Northern Ontario, McCarville and team came out in that in that 6?
Well, I think that whatever Rick Lang said to Kendra Lilly made a difference. It did last night, and it did again. There's still time in this game, but the shots have to be precise, and all 4 players need to play.
Little more. More.
That's close.
Whoa. Need it thin. Whoa. Need it thin. Shannon. Shannon, go. Shannon, really hard. Shannon. Hard, Shannon. Hard, Shannon. Hard. Go, go, go. Keep going. Keep going. Go, go, go.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And all the way through. It was a very special week for the team from New Brunswick, the Capital Winter Club in Fredericton, as they received their bronze medal. From left to right, Andrea Crawford, Sylvie Quillian, Jill Babin, Kate Forward, and their coach, Carol Nowlin. Their first time on a podium since 1991 when Heidi Hanlon lost the final to Julie Sutton. So congratulations, lady, on a wonderful, wonderful week. So now that missed tick on the stone closest to the rings allows Ashley Sipola to come around.
3 great shots by Northern Ontario.
Clean, clean.
Some work to do for Canada.
Clean, clean, clean. Good, good throw. I like the way I threw the second one.
Yeah, it's more where you can go first.
Okay.
Okay.
Good shot. Got it, Ash. Right up here. Yeah.
To be able to wear that on your jacket in Prince George as a Canadian champion. The medals, of course, the keeper trophies, all within eyesight of the players in this final.
Wait, easy line.
Yeah.
Where are we?
We're over. We're halfway.
Okay, well then, whoa.
Yeah, you don't want it.
Whoa.
You'd like a 1, maybe a 2, and straight in line with the other guard so you don't give a double peel chance here. Not too tight.
Good shot, Ash.
Great. Nice weight, Ash.
Well done.
All-star teams announced this week, and when you go through round robin 8 straight wins and you're at the best at every position, it's an easy choice. Team Canada sweeping the first team.
Clean. A little more. Clean. Good throw. Good.
And then, of course, one of the stories this week was Tracy Fleury testing positive in quarantine until the 8th game. And Selena Negevin did such a wonderful job filling in at the 4th position. Second team with Sarah Wilkes, Ontario, Ashley Sipola from Northern Ontario, and Carrie Galusha, who got the skip through lead stones and got the territories into the playoffs for the very first time.
Yeah,
Let it
line.
die.
It's tight. Definitely tight. Whoa. Right through that one.
Freeze it.
It's got a curl. It's got a curl. Curl.
We're bumping it a little.
Yep, curl hard. Yep, go bump it.
Okay.
Just not the spot she wanted it. These are both going away. I'm rolling the shooter.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
That was just my ad, I think.
That's okay.
Made a beautiful freeze last time, Kendra did, to get them that deuce.
Yep, hard. Hard, you gotta go. Hard, you gotta go. Really hard. Good Val.
Shannon.
Good brushing. Good. Oh, nice shot. So a hair less. Yeah. It's definitely less. Yeah.
More like half. Okay. Yep, hold the line out there a bit.
Line's okay.
Gotta hold it out there.
Pretty long.
Pretty high. Okay.
Not quite half.
Okay, easy.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yep, go a bit. Yep. Whoa. Okay, whoa.
No, better wait.
I know, we needed that on the first one.
Yeah.
Good, Kendra. Good shot.
Straight here.
Well, now in the
Okay, Val. Okay, that's right.
so she's now in the 12th all-time, 13th, and falling quickly is our own Kathy
That's good.
Cocher.
Oh.
So you're the 13th now.
What's that? Yeah.
Yeah, 13th.
It's what time does to us, Kathy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Next year I'll be 14.
Same as Kendra's. Yeah, maybe a hair deeper, but it's fast.
You know that you're doing well when you've got career playoff games, and for Val that just shows we had those tough years that she lost the final but stuck to it, and what a wonderful run this team has had.
farther than Kendra's.
Well, not the best year for Team Canada, and that always shows a lot of resilience when you can not get down after having a difficult spiel season, then not performing at the trials like they wanted to, and bounce back and get to the final here.
Stay close.
It was the first question I asked Carrie the very first day. Is some would say, maybe you've had a bad year, you've not won a whole lot, what would you say? And she'd say, I'd say that's curling. You're not always going to win it. It's when you peak and what you plan and train to. And they felt very confident coming into this event.
I don't think so.
I'm likely going to have to do it on my last.
Especially since she overcome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't mind it. Just bite the 4.
Speed should be good over here.
I haven't played this side as much, but I think it's the same.
I think if you're Northern Ontario, this is what you're hoping for, but I think it's a shot Team Canada needs to play now.
She's likely tapping on her next, and then we've got a double. So, yeah, I like this. Yeah, that's true. It would be tough if she tapped it perfect on the button or something.
Hey, guys.
You can finish it after.
Okay.
15-3
full 4
should be really 15-3. Yeah. Full 4. Do you like that ice? Does that look like too much for this spot?
I like it. I
like
think
it
we
too.
can.
If we can
If
let
you're
it work
sweeping
a
weight,
bit,
we can
guys.
finish it in.
Yeah. Maybe a tad less, actually.
Okay. 15-2.
Yeah, it's a little straight out here, edge of 8, and then it will work if the weight's close. So I didn't mind her taking a touch less.
Really close. Top 4. That maps it appearance.
Line's great.
Okay. Top 4.
But Northern Ontario does have something going here. They've got something under cover.
Line only.
Sitting top of the 8-foot.
Would you rather rub? Yeah. We're close. Wait, top 4. Top 4. Yep. Yep. Whoa.
Wow.
Sit. Nice carry.
And just that little bit deep.
Okay. Shoot. Nice weight carry. Sorry.
Yeah, really close.
Shoot, sorry.
14-7.
What's that?
14-7.
Yeah, that's
Both skips have made some wonderful draws.
Okay, right to it for shot, but obviously, like, top button is good too.
Yeah.
You don't hold them to 1. For sure. Just can't bounce here. Yeah.
Got a lot more than I thought it would based on the other game.
Yeah, I think if we were on it, like, I think that's her line. Because the first one.
Well, that bodes well
Full line. Full
if you're
line.
Northern Ontario, but you're
Line's
going
good.
against the team that has given up fewest.
Yep. Hard.
Oh, listen to the crowd here. Can they drag this down? Can they get it by their own? Here comes Lily. Here comes Lily. Get it a little farther. Oh, and it's going to come up light.
Oh, the line was perfect on that one.
Perfect line.
Got it.
Makes the 2 tougher.
I like the same weight too. Yeah. Okay. We're in the good stuff, so even a hair less wouldn't hurt you.
Yeah, my last one was a 14-7. So.
Okay, I like 15
yeah,
then.
15 should be really close.
Well, from her final stone in 1, when she put it on the lid.
T-line.
No problem with draw weight for Carrie Einarson so far as we play here in 7 and looking for a couple.
We're a little hot. Back 4. Whoa. No. Whoa. That's the curl. No.
Boy, that's going to come here. It's got a hook.
All right.
And will not find it. So it's 1. And to my mind, that's a victory for Northern Ontario.
Certainly is.
They'll get the hammer back. The last rock in 8.
Okay, 5. Good try.
Was our first visit to Thunder Bay since 1996, the Scotties. It's sad that we haven't been able to see more of, say, the Sleeping Giant or Kakabeka Falls, but we do say a big thank you to the City of Thunder Bay and Mayor Bill Morrow.
Good evening, everyone. Let me begin by acknowledging that the 2022 Scotties Tournament of Hearts has been played on the traditional territory of Fort William First Nation, signatory to the Robinson Superior Treaty of 1850, and is an historic Métis settlement. On behalf of Thunder Bay City Council and the citizens of Thunder Bay, I extend thanks to Curling Canada for putting their trust in us to host the 2022 Scotties. In spite of the challenges that were faced, Thunder Bay rose to the occasion, showed the rest of Canada our giant heart, and helped put on a great championship.
Over the past 10 days, Fort William First Nation and City of Thunder Bay have played host to Canada's top women curlers. Miigwech, and thank you for all the volunteers who have signed up to help, and all the official organizers and curlers who have made the 2022 Scotties such a special event.
On behalf of the Thunder Bay Community Economic Development Commission, we want to thank the many partners and sponsors who have joined us in supporting this event, especially in these difficult times. Without your support, the Scotties would not have been possible. Thank you.
Congratulations to the 2022 Scotties champions.
All the best as they represent Canada at the World Championships in March.
Thanks to everyone who made the hosting of the 2022 Scotties possible.
We look forward to welcome you all back to Thunder Bay in the near future.
And thank you to everyone involved, to all the volunteers who really didn't get an opportunity to do what they signed up for. Yes, we'd love to come back to Thunder Bay. Championship Sunday. And a small victory, of course, for Team Canada. Or for Northern Ontario to hold Team Canada to the single. We go to 8, and Northern Ontario with Last Rock playing the Redstones. Shannon Burchard.
Wait, hard, you gotta keep going. Hard. Keep it going, keep going. That's good. Okay, good shot.
See the two shots by Sarah. She's got two perfect corner guards there. Can't be double peeled.
I think it's a smidge.
So chance to use them.
Yeah. Thought we had to go. Yeah.
Gotta go a bit. Okay, line's good. Yep, hard line. Yes. Top 8. Yes, you gotta go hard line, really hard. Top 12. Hard, you gotta go. Hard. Really gotta go. Go, Kendra. Hard. On it. Gotta take it off. You gotta take off.
And take it off, yes. Hate to leave them hooked.
Sarah.
Just slide it, eh?
Sarah.
Yeah. That one. Yeah, like super thin. Hey? Do you think just ripping the top?
Shoot, weight was good.
What?
The weight would have been like, well,
weight
top
was
12.
She said just soft. Around that. Yeah, they make one roll.
Yeah, bad combination. I mean, the weight was Brusher's weight. They would have had to drag it to get it into top 12, but then on top of it, just a little bit soft in the release, and it won't run.
Yeah.
Yep. Hard. Clean. Fine. Good.
And gets the high one.
If we rip the open one.
Well, there's two of them there now to work with if you're Northern Ontario. Or do you play that off the
I think that's the call.
Canada Stones?
Right?
You go like T-line.
Yeah, or here.
Oh, you can play the tap
Like
even. You can play the full
T.
come around. I think you got to get one behind there, and then you can start getting busy down the middle and moving some of those yellows.
Yeah, I think that
use
was
those
it.
corners.
Yeah. We call time?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. We're going to call timeout.
Timeout?
Timeout being called first for Northern Ontario. Comes here in 8th.
I think that must be what he's saying, right? Because I guess we just really have to score. I mean, obviously more than that, but...
And that is the concern. How long do you go ignoring those yellows?
I guess I could
because you do have to score.
You could freeze in this pocket.
Yeah.
Do we ever freeze here?
Well, that was my first call.
Those two are they're too nice, I think, to be able to leave because they go there and they peel. You need
like
two
this?
shots to move those.
Yeah. We can do that.
I like the nose on the 7.
So nose is just doing this, though.
Yep, that's fine.
You don't
just
want
get
to try
it
to
in that
roll like
direction
this
and roll
at all?
off. You could drive it onto the other yellow and leave a pocket and roll behind.
Yeah.
We have to improve that situation.
But would you like rolling or trying?
But that's
just
gonna
play
dead
the roll.
jam.
Okay, yeah. Well, we're going for the roll here.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, it is going to dead jam. That's okay?
Well, you said you leave
Then
a
you got a pocket.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying.
And or you come up to the nose with a little more weight and roll
Okay.
and spin that off. So it sets up a double over there.
Like here.
Like just, you're going to hit anyway.
Getting a little amped up.
I like this.
You got to save the shooter though.
Yeah,
right?
we have to. Yeah, for sure.
I'd be able to maintain the
Okay,
composure.
so just a hit and roll. Yep.
They get both with this shot. They talked about the freeze on the outside yellow.
Let's make it.
And the risk with that is you don't get that angle right. But this
Gotta
shot,
keep the
you get
shooter,
the
that's
roll,
all.
you get to use the corners, and
This
you'll leave a
will be
pocket to
fine with
potentially
10.
freeze to.
What'd you say? 10? Yeah, 10. Yep, 10 and a half. Hard then. Whoa. Yes. Whoa. 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 Kendra. Hard. Hard, Kendra. Hard, hard, hard. Sit.
And roll it underneath. You're going to come back or you're going to show a little bit? Yeah, it shows a lot.
So close to being perfect. You get that around there.
Not bad, Ash.
Gives us that pocket.
Yeah, there's a good pocket, but oh man.
Okay.
Throw it here? I was kind of
Normal.
thinking here, because we could go either way here.
Okay.
Nine.
Yep.
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 Clean.
Yep.
We've good, 9.
Yep. Roll
Yep,
it
a little
out.
bit. Yep.
Yep.
No, and
That's okay.
spills it. Now right into the pocket.
That's good, Val.
That's why you played that shot. What a great
Good one, Val.
opportunity now to freeze right down there. Make this perfect, and they won't be able to get rid of it with one shot.
I think we're there.
Yeah.
Top 8.
Line only.
Okay, easy.
Weight's real good.
Top 8.
Don't need to.
Low line for a bit.
We can
Okay,
wait.
line's
We're
coming
there.
nice. We're there.
We're
Stay
there.
close.
Little bump.
Okay, whoa.
Little bump.
Okay,
Sarah,
whoa,
not much.
Sarah, can you go a bit?
Yeah.
Yep,
Well,
go.
we're bumping up.
Hard, Sarah, hard, Sarah, hard, Sarah, hard.
Can you get over into that pocket? Little roll. Oh, very nice.
Real nice.
I guess would have loved to have not moved that stone back. Gives a little bit of rattle room.
Not going. No.
It's pretty good.
Good shot, Kendra. Really nice.
Jiggling.
Very nice.
Numbers have come up slightly
I
for
think
Kendra
so.
Lilly.
It just like
As long as our shooter stays
Back
on top
12
of that
weight?
one. Yeah. Yeah, my only thought was like kind of splitting the wide yellow. But either
Okay.
or. Yeah. Back 12.
just kind of tap it to here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just stay high or even roll off of it. It's good. Okay. So
The goal
I'd
is to
actually
get
like to
one
get
of
to
those
this
yellows out of the
one
way, so then you can chase
kick
the red.
that here, so then when
Okay.
if we tried to remove it, it doesn't jam there.
yeah. So a little high.
Yeah.
Okay.
You like right there?
Yeah.
Back
Should be
12.
close. Yep. Good throw here. You got it, Val.
Like a 14-ish.
For back 12, probably a 14.5. Yeah.
So just how good has Val Sweeting been this week? You get a plus, out-curling your opponent by 5 percentage points or more. Every game she's been the best. The last time she wasn't the best was at the trials in Saskatoon, and the opposing player who out-curled her, Kendra Lilly.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay.
Just come here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
that same kind of
just
speed?
above T-line.
Yeah, I think. Do you think so, Ash?
I think it's
Pretty
real
good
close.
situation for Northern Ontario. They
Maybe
play
a
this
hair
come
more,
around the
but
corner.
Yeah, I think the same speed's real good.
They've got some backing there.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah, don't need to right now. Okay.
No, it's
Weights close. Stay close. Whoa. Line only.
Let's
go.
Where are they going here?
Weights all there.
Around the corner.
Okay.
We're back 4.
Would you take a corner freeze on the one, or you want to leave it higher?
A little higher.
Okay.
Back 4. Stay close, Sarah.
Just back to
Stay
the T
close,
line.
Sarah. Yep.
But they've got to get it buried.
Hard, Sarah. You gotta go, Sarah. Hard. Hard, Sarah. Hard.
And around they go, and it is covered.
Didn't hook as hard as I thought it would. It's still, with the curl, you can get to it.
A little more bounce in her step now, Kendra Lilly.
Yeah, it's just perfect weight.
Back 4. Stay close, Sarah.
Just back to the
Stay
T
close,
line.
Sarah. Yep, hard.
Gotta bury.
Hard, Sarah. You gotta go, Sarah. Hard. Hard, Sarah. Hard. Hard. Oh, okay. Whoa.
Thanks,
Yeah, I think so.
All right, guys.
15-3 is really
Nice
close.
speed here. 15-3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, 4. Let's go.
Skip Stones here in 8. Northern Ontario has something going. Team Canada trying to put an end to it here.
A little soft on the release.
They coming around too?
They are. They're going to try and get to almost nose, maybe tap it slightly.
Shot rock just thrown by Lilly. T-line, edge of the 4. You're getting it. You're getting it. Oh dear, and pushes it back and will sit in the open.
Good call. Oh my gosh, I thought I was going to go miss it. Ah, shoot.
Just back in.
Okay. Hard! Back 4. Back 8. Good.
Just the difference between, I mean, we saw Kendra's draw did not want to finish, and so just the difference, she wanted this little extra weight to tap it, but it does not move with that.
Can't go that way. We gotta go this way. What do you like?
This kind of.
I don't know.
I almost think you have to go 9.5 with.
You think so?
No.
Try and make this hit and roll to the left as we're looking at it.
Okay.
You think there with the 10 though?
Yep.
Yeah, you like that?
Yep.
Okay. You make that double or you hit our red.
Okay, let's make this. This is where it actually went, remember?
Yeah. All right, we're thinking a 10.
It's a somewhat a familiar story here. We told you in that 1-2-page playoff how Northern Ontario had fallen behind 6-3 after 5. New Brunswick had scored 1. It was a steal, actually. In the 8th, Northern Ontario got a 3. Are they set up for a possible 3 here? Krista McCarville with her first. They got to get it by their own stone. The guard, it's coming up in a hurry. Coming up in a hurry. Oh, they got it by. Roll it over. Sit down.
Oh.
A little soft.
Yeah, just on the release, and when you do that, it won't hold. Oh. They saved it, though. At least it removed shot stone. There's a pocket there for Team Canada to come down to, but it has to be made.
Okay, guys, even if you're back to theirs.
Okay, yeah. Just a hair less, Curry.
Hair less?
Yeah, you're probably back 4, back 8 on your own.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 15-2, hey?
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. Weight's close.
Mine's good.
Top
Try to be
4.
T. Want to go a bit? You can go.
close.
Top 4.
I think it's okay.
We can go. We can go. We gotta go.
They got to go.
Gotta go.
Got to go. Anderson's last. Got to go. Really got to go. Mayer. Burchard. Really got to go. Keep it alive. Gotta go. Keep it alive. And around they go. Brilliant brush. Really terrific stuff. Those two saved it. It may not be the shot stone. It is close.
But you don't get this there. There's a potential double for 4, just even to get this to top 8. Oh. You still play off her red. I think the angle's there.
Yeah,
I do too.
Yeah, I agree.
Einarson with the advantage.
Like here, eh?
Player numbers brought to you by New Holland,
Kinda
proud
like
sponsor of
8.5.
Curling Canada.
Yeah, do you like it?
Yep. Okay. Think like there.
I think they can hold it.
I think so too.
Yep, I
like that?
Yep.
8.5.
Let's make it.
This needs to be thin.
Ah, the McCarville family, husband Mike there. Bella, Kaylin.
Okay, 8.5. 8.5.
You're going to be hitting this thin because you need to get your shooter to almost go into the side of this one so you don't direct it over the top and into that one. But it's there.
On
and
a
this is
huge
straight
moment
spot.
for Northern Ontario. My gosh. 3 a tie, 4 to possibly take the lead here in 8.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yes.
Right in that line. Calling it off now is Lily. Late licks. What do you got? Up. Oh, they stuffed it. They stuffed it. And will it be 1 for sure? Now we look.
It's 2, I think.
I think it's 2. The one at around, I'd say 8:30 might be second, but only
So
1 at the
one
moment
and-
for sure.
Just had to get it thinner.
This one for sure. Yeah, so 1 for sure.
3, I think that's wishful thinking from the crowd.
I think it's 3.
Krista called it early. Yes, those you always have to hit a little bit thinner than you think.
These 2 are pretty close.
I know it was super thin, but I thought we
You think it's 3? Wow.
We'll just measure them. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was 2. I would have put my money on the one at the back at
I think
about
it's at least
8:30.
I can't think of how much did we hit of it?
Not that much, but
We had to go thinner,
yeah.
It had to be thinner.
Wow, it was just so like.
Send it over the top.
Kind of on, I know how thin. I'm saying like watching it on center line. I thought we did hit it pretty thin, but it's hard to tell.
I think it curled up pretty good at the end there, almost kind of.
Day though. Like ours. 1 so far.
Get her feet back under us here.
Yeah. 1 so far. 1 red so far.
She threw it well.
So Team Canada, Northern Ontario.
That one. Oh, no.
That one is better than that one.
So that one for sure.
Can I just
There's
see that
2.
one more time, please?
So trying it one more time. That's
2.
request.
Yeah, we're at 2. And can I just see that one more time?
Kendra Lilly wants another look.
Oh, I don't think we can see here.
So just to the single, just to the 1.
Yeah. 2.
2 it is. So Northern Ontario.
We did what we said we wanted to do.
Yeah. Darn it.
So they pick up a pair with Last Rock. Within 1, going to 9. Team Canada will have the Last Rock when we come back to Thunder Bay. Well, you may have heard Krista McCarville and the team say, job done, to pick up the deuce with Last Rock in 8 to close the gap to within 1 in this Scotties final here in Thunder Bay. But here in 9, once again, it is Team Canada and Carrie Einarson and the team from Gimli that does have the Last Rock playing the Yellowstone.
Good judge, guys.
Leanne making the tick on her first one.
Shannon! Oh, Shannon! Yes! Keep going.
Boy, she does not miss many of those.
Come on. Nice.
On.
Good.
And rolls it
Good
on.
call, Carrie.
Have a good look.
I don't think it's in.
Oh.
No.
I guess we hope that, like, almost make it so that if they
Do
roll
we go
off.
high?
Yeah, we can go here.
Yeah.
Or even here.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go up there.
Okay.
Just to make it,
Pretty high. Pretty high. Right here. Have a look. Look there. Whoa.
Sit. Nice shot, Ash.
Okay, good.
Real good. Perfect.
As well as the trophy and representing the country at the Women's Worlds in Prince George, there's a prize money as well. And so you can see first place at $108,000. In New Brunswick will take home $40,000. The runner-up $60,000. Everyone picked up some money all the way through the 18th place team.
Good try.
Really close. Good. Nice one, Shannon. Good throw. Nice.
Right of center too would be nice.
Same, right?
If you're Northern Ontario, though, you've got, as good as those ticks were, you have something to work with for potentially to come around and set up a force. And a force to a single here will go a long way and get the hammer back in 10, and you're down 2.
But it's always that question of when to go.
It is.
Because when you do go, they're going to start ripping, correct? They're just going to get rid of those guards. And right now they're playing the centers.
They are. And you'll wait late enough. A lot of times you'll go on the thirds last. And then there's not a lot of time to get out of the end.
A little bit more down. Yeah.
A little quick check over her right shoulder. Einarson wanting to make sure she doesn't crack one of those guards. Stay right there.
Thanks.
One more time?
I think so. I think I might go on Kendra's last if I
Little
was
deeper,
them.
maybe.
Where? So like halfway? Yeah.
Little deeper than Ash. Half tight. No. Okay. Don't want it tight.
No, I think it's. We just gotta.
Here's good. Right to my broom is good.
It's there.
Okay.
Don't need to. Just don't want her to be able to roll on, right? Yeah. That's good. Good, Kendra.
Good. The next one? Still no?
So a steady diet right now of centerline guards.
Yeah.
And now you think if this peel is made. Take it first though, Mayer. Watch that line now, coming up to it, and away it goes. Oh, crash off of that. And it'll slide into the bumper. So now you think is the time to go.
I think I would.
Okay, well, they seem to agree with you.
I don't mind one more.
Okay.
Do you want to try a different spot or same thing?
We can cross it a hair.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Hey, Kathy, why wait? Why is Kendra saying one more, do you think?
Well, if you maybe you get an opportunity for a stick, you want to wait as long as you can, as Cheryl said, so that when you play it in, if you make it good, Carrie has only one shot at it. You don't want to give them as many chances as they can. Really trying to force.
Go here.
Just make sure.
Yep. Hard. Yep.
Yep, go,
I
go,
got
go.
it.
Go, Krista.
shot,
Good.
Brenda.
That's
Play.
good.
Shot.
All right.
Yep. Yep. Clean. 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 Yep. 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 Yep.
Boy, they are tireless, those two, Mayer and Burchard. That looks like it may be in at the back.
It is close.
Yeah,
if they're like she'd be.
You're just, I mean, if you take it as the black line is part of the rings.
Carrie thought it was on when they landed, but then Krista didn't. So remains to be seen. Now is the time. Loop around in turn.
That would be a big gamble if it does turn out to be in.
That's good, or
It's your game decider, maybe.
Or tight.
On a missed call.
I don't think this
Well, yeah, and I think it doesn't really change your call. You still have to play this in turn come around, but the risk is if this isn't perfectly buried, the two's on the table.
Yeah.
Gotta go a bit.
Okay, go then.
Light.
Okay, go hard.
Yep.
Line's good. Hard.
Yep.
Line's holding.
Help
Sarah's rock.
I'll go tender. Go for
Yeah, Lily.
Hard.
This is huge. Can you get it there? Can you tuck something behind? A little bit more, and no, they'll come up short.
With my foot. I touched that with my foot. I don't think I'm the top one.
It's a little heavier, for sure.
Heavier for sure. Maybe trying Kathy to think to be too perfect.
Are we going to be measuring for two or blanking and
I don't know that she's trying to be too perfect as much as wanted to make sure she threw it to her sweepers to give it a chance, but her feeling that it's a little bit heavier, the ice could be changing.
She just still sinks one here. Right?
Okay.
I think we're just keeping it. Yeah. Okay, so this is a really fast spot.
It doesn't look like it, but we've said that a number of times this week, and it has been in.
Kind of leave her the roll to be forced anyway. But
All right, Carrie, really fast here. Okay. You threw it before.
Yep. T-line?
Yeah.
All right.
Even
So,
just top 8
What an
weights, good
opportunity
pace.
now
Yeah,
here
that
for
15-5 is really close.
Team Canada. Look where they've gone. Out to the edge.
That's the argument.
12.
Yeah, and that's the argument, Vic, for maybe going on Kendra's last is you get a couple chances at it. You only have one, and Krista had to make it.
Okay.
I like it too.
Okay. Team back star. Well then. Back
Well, you heard the team say it's really fast. Krista got into the slide path. It is possible
T-line.
this late in the game that path is starting to wear a little bit.
Still okay.
Top 4. Coming down.
So
Coming
this
down. Get it to see.
is this
It's over curling.
Canada thinking that they are lying
Okay,
too.
it's on T-line.
Okay. Good.
No, I think this is Canada going
Good
to the
wing,
middle
Carrie.
because if they go to that side, Vic, Krista ignores it and goes around. It's an all or nothing time.
It might
Had to
just
be
off.
shot and not
I know, it's
allow
a
them
tough
to be
call.
shot coming around the corner.
It's so close, like the closest one I've ever seen.
Huh? They're not sure
I don't
about
know.
that.
I don't know. I'm hoping she rolls out so we can hit it.
Okay, they have the split on
That's
that
a
yellow.
decision then
9.5 there.
that has to be made by Team Canada.
Play that, yeah, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because they just have to touch it, right? I mean, I guess
It's
they
going the
risk
wrong way.
and they'd risk getting forced, so.
Chance for the roll here.
9.5, guys. 9.5. 9.5. Okay.
Taking the long
Should
distance
curl.
view. Trying to see if it in fact is on.
Little easy.
Yeah,
little
hard,
easy.
hard, 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 hard.
Right away, all the way. Watch this line now. Watch it. They're trying to keep it off the line if they can get a little bit of a roll here. Stay there, roll it around. Hey, kick it over a little bit more. Can you bury it? Oh, not quite.
They weren't certain. It seemed like they thought it was going to roll, so nobody brushed it right away when it hit.
What?
How did we miss it again? Darn it.
Oh, so close.
So talk about the decision here that you have to make if you're Team Canada.
Yeah, well, you either.
All right, nice one here.
So I think they're going to try and they assume they've got their single over there or they're on. So I think they're trying for a 2.
Just hack.
Yeah, they must think it's on.
No, I won't. Let's do it.
Well, it's just a risk that you don't want to roll out and find out that it is.
Hack. Easy. Close. Yep. Whoa. Shannon. Up hack. Shannon. Yeah, go ahead. Hard, Shannon. Heavy hack. Hard. Yep.
Her charge.
Clean. Hard clean.
Clean
is okay,
down.
Shannon.
And there's their single. Now, is it in fact 2?
I'll just get a stick on it.
There you go.
Yeah,
So
try.
the official come out.
It might. It actually
Another
might.
measure. She yelled, it's in, and I was like, she just.
So they might have just forced themselves to 1.
Yeah, those situations are really good. Nice shot, Carrie. That away. Way to make it. Then we get to find out. Sorry.
How big is this if it is just 1?
It's big. Gave up hammer and you're only up 2.
Yes.
Oh, bounce over
We're good. Bounce over there. No.
No.
That's one yellow then.
1 it is.
It's a gamble either way. You roll out and it's in.
Yeah, it really was a gamble either way.
Well, it was hard to roll out on that shot.
Yeah,
Throw more weight in that.
So we'll go to 10. Einarson leads. Northern Ontario will have the hammer.
Good.
This week here in Thunder Bay, the Scotties comes down to the 10th end. And who will put their name on that trophy? Team
Hey,
Canada with the
Ashley's
single
wrong.
and 9 lead at 8-6.
Try to go, Ash, if you can. You really
Northern
gotta go.
Ontario, Krista McCarville
Right
from
here.
the Fort William Curling
Not
Club right
curling
here.
yet. Ash is
The
wrong.
hometown team.
Yep, go, Ash.
Down by a
Go,
couple
they gotta be
and
even. Yep, go,
do
go,
have
go.
the last rock coming
Okay,
home
have a
playing the
look. Easy,
Redstones.
easy. Whoa. Really nice, Sarah. Good.
And Northern Ontario has been able to get their twice they've got their deuces against Team Canada, something a lot of teams weren't able to do all week.
Well, and it comes after the fifth end break.
Yeah, yes.
They were down 6-2. Very, very reminiscent of the game against New Brunswick, the 1-2 playoff, when they outscored New Brunswick 6-2 in the second half.
Clean. Line only.
And Kathy says it best. Kathy, what is it? They just got to start sooner.
It's one of those things that regardless of whether they win or not, they'll look back on this event as you learn from everything and see that in these key games, the start was just slow and they got away with it with New Brunswick. Will they? Well, we don't know, but we're going to find out soon.
Good job. Thanks. You too.
Like that. Just don't want to be deep, and then we need to hit that.
No, I was kind of thinking if we hit those and I roll a little bit, those front ones.
Those are, it's perfectly behind the stagger.
Yeah. Okay, we could try that.
Yeah.
And if you ever knows, it's not the end of the
Right.
world.
Yeah, I think we want to stick the shooter
Yeah,
somewhere.
we got to stick the shooter.
Yeah.
Well, we just want to stick it here.
Yeah, or just
Or no.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. 10?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the #1 goal is don't lose the shooter.
So up by 2, and it is Kendra Lilly's brought her game up. She was in the mid-60s, but it's still Val Sweeting continuing a wonderful week here at the Scotties. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Hard,
Wants to roll it to the left if they can a little bit. Oh, they'll spill them both. Well, no, one will still stay in there. There you see it on the edge of the 12, but they'll leave their centerline guard.
Love that ours stayed in the 12
Changes
set.
the colors, too.
Roll it through here. Okay.
Something
like that.
possibly roll back or run back, pardon me.
Well, and the staggered lock was not good for Northern Ontario, so it gets rid of that too.
I don't mind that. Okay.
All right.
You got it, Shannon.
Let's do it.
I'm throwing the in, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, let's do it again.
Yes.
Right away.
Hard.
Really, right away. Mayer.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And bang.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Shannon. All right.
Shoot.
I like it because, and if we tick to the front, it's not the worst
that's
either,
true.
right?
Okay.
So,
Tee back 4. Okay. Yeah, you're right. If I tick,
I wonder if you even play that. Even play the
think it's a little heavier.
split on that top red guard and split it onto the left, and maybe get your shooter onto the right. Open up that shot stone. Put a lot of pressure on Team Canada if you could do it.
Tee.
Hey up. Line's good.
Tee right.
Room.
Back
Room.
Sipola.
Close.
Back 4.
Yep. Hard.
Potts. Lily out front. Just off it that little bit. As it starts to hook. Oh, they got it by. They got it by. And they'll tap it back. Shot stone does belong to Canada. Or to, pardon me, to Team Canada.
Oh, just brilliant brushing. What a great throw.
I was off the line a little. Yeah. But I mean,
Oh, look at that. They wanted to tap it just a little further, but now you've got that red run straight back run.
And tap it they do.
Yeah,
Top
bit.
eight.
Yeah, line a bit.
Yeah, line.
Yeah, line.
Yep.
Top 4. Top
Waist
4.
good.
Yep. Waist good.
Yep.
Waist
Hard.
good.
Val Sweeting.
Plane's good.
Hard.
Yeah, line.
Oh, they've got to go here. They've got to go here. Burchard. Mayer, can they sneak it? Oh, they did.
great shot.
Good brushing.
Wow.
Pretty good, Val.
Both of those haired that guard.
Nice. Good brush. Good weight. Way to be there. Had a girl.
That is ridiculous. That moves.
Pretty good, Val.
Even if you just bounce that one, we don't get the other one on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? Just bounce that one here is good.
Just open it and get one in is great.
Yeah. So hit it here. About there.
Pretty thin, eh?
It's about there. It's not. Yeah.
It's pretty.
So
back line?
back line.
Okay.
I would say, yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, so it's coming down a bit.
Uh-huh. It is, yeah. And you're right in there.
Where are they going?
I think they're going to try and play just the split now. Try and get that red out of the way.
Back line to through.
The guard, the center line guard.
Yes.
Through. Through. Ash. Hard Ash. Hard Ash. Hard.
Ashley.
Hard Ash.
Hard Ash. Ashley Sipola. Can you just touch this? Split it. Oh. And on the way by.
Just had to hit it thicker, and it opens up that cluster in the forefoot and ticks it maybe over to the side behind the guard.
There are shots behind if we guard. I don't know what they do if we guard.
They'd probably try and run and like.
We just don't
want
want
to
to
zigzag, be able to.
Yeah. Right?
You're thinking the guard too, Kara?
What's that?
I don't know what to do.
What are you think? I'm almost thinking the guard.
Yeah.
Just puts them behind a couple shots.
But they can probably run and stick it in the rings, and that's not good.
Oh, like the top one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Want to call time?
Do we ever rip it?
I think we might want to call time for this guy.
Yeah. We could plan out our next.
Second timeout called by Canada.
Because right now,
just let Reed see for a second.
I just worry if she ever plants it in the house somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I'd have to be like.
We guard. She's got to play a run.
I think she has off that side one.
So if you go in guard, eventually she's going to have off that side one for multiple.
Oh, that guy.
It's a little bit scary if she does that. I like taking more ice and playing the draw. You freeze on the nose of her too. It's pretty darn good.
Nose of the two?
Yeah. Nose millimeter high. Try to line it up so it goes onto the red. I think you need more ice though.
Okay.
Quite a bit more ice and less weight.
I gave Val right there.
Yeah.
Okay. It was there.
Think about our draw
And then after this, just to eliminate our guard.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we want to freeze tap this, you're saying?
Just freeze.
Just freeze it right on the nose?
Another one in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Nose or 7/8 high.
Okay, get rid of
it. Did you run in the corner guard?
Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think Reed had a really good point here. Try and get another yellow in there, corner freeze, because the red corner guard up to the right, both teams are looking at running that in.
Absolutely. Just above the Scotties, that red stone. Both coaches see it.
They do.
Weight's good.
Okay, line's good.
Same weight.
Yeah, Colleen Jones with the 4 in a row.
Top
1,
8.
2, 3, and 4.
Whoa. Top 4. I don't want to touch it. We're tapping yellow.
Brianne.
Hard. Keep going. Hard. Hard.
Wanted to freeze it on that corner and taps it back.
Okay. That's not bad. Pretty good, Val. Nice weight. Shoot.
Yeah, a little heavy. Shoot.
I
should have done a little bit better in that path because I thought I was.
I got the same. Almost like you're trying to hit into the.
The only thing is we're going to lose our shooter.
Or you kind of, not really, but I think it was just going to push our red back a little bit.
We're going to lose our shooter.
Yeah.
And then this is going to be sitting here.
That's a risk with that shot, though, as your shooter's gone. And you're only left sitting one.
You like this?
And then they come down on top of you.
I think we want to try to keep
idea?
our shooter.
I think.
Yeah.
Well, I thought she was trying to make the double.
I like this. Even like if you ever did that, it's okay.
Okay.
Right? Like nose?
What are you seeing, Ken?
Like that nose?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
You can't lose your shooter. You have to keep something in there. So.
8.5 on the nose.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the angle's gone on that corner guard now. So try this one straight back. Your red's not going anywhere in the sandwich.
And then your shooter, if you need to keep it around, maybe the guard out in front. Kendra Lilly, last of the third stones here in 10.
8.5. No. Whoa. Sarah.
Has found her game after the fifth end break. Get up to the nose, bang. Oh, and then across the top, shooter rolls away. So that center line now is wide open.
I know, that yellow never goes.
It's not terrible.
It's not bad. Gives us something.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't know what to do with that red. Jams in there. That yellow's.
For them to get that front yellow out, eh?
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, that is unfortunate for Northern Ontario. That roll, that top yellow's not going anywhere now.
I think so. I don't think that one's going anywhere.
Can I chase this and just do that?
I think then we might rearrange it worse for ourselves potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like right now, that one's not going anywhere.
Like, I mean, you could eliminate.
Yeah, but it's still not going anywhere, you guys.
And we can't get our shooter out.
Yeah.
I think we guard.
I think we just guard.
Okay.
I like the guard.
Right here?
Yeah. I don't think we have to go too tight. She'll probably run it because she's
we got to guard the red.
Guard the red.
Yeah. And the pick. So. Yeah.
Sorry.
So center our hair this
I think so because we don't want to give her something. She doesn't
She's
really
good
have
over
much
here.
right now.
No, by eliminating that red on the right in the 8-foot, now that yellow can be removed, or both yellows could be removed. So having it sit there is actually a benefit to Team Canada. So just throw in the guard.
Line. Okay, guys. Line first.
All right, Kara.
This is a good spot too.
Is nice.
Yeah.
Nice. It's up to speed. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice
really
guard,
good.
we know.
And guards are sliding nice.
Never without information. That front end for Team Canada, Mayer and Burchard. She has everything she knows to make her shots.
Weight's great.
Carrie Einarson.
2-3. Weight's great.
Line a bit.
Okay. We're really tight if we go.
Okay, clean.
Oh, coming down halfway.
Clean. Weight only.
Halfway.
Line's good.
Sliding a little better.
Whoa. Easy.
Sliding. Really tight.
Brianne, get ready.
Brianne,
go.
Yep.
Hard. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
And they get it to the line.
Nice, Carrie.
Maybe hide a little bit.
Good one.
I think it's good. Shoot, you need it to curl a bit more. Nose there.
But do you want to roll off or do you want
I
to
probably nose
Yeah.
there though. So, no. That yellow's still not going too far.
Stay on top.
What if I nose that?
What are you guys thinking?
I kind of liked your first one actually to loosen that back.
Yeah,
one.
the only thing, I mean, I could do this, but this one's still locked on here.
Right, but it gives you
Like
at
if I
least-
could do this or something. You know what I mean?
But then it just gives
It's
her
still
that.
locked on there,
It's
though.
still locked.
Like,
I
it
think we
never
need to
is
keep
not
our
unlocked.
red
I mean,
there. We need to move that yellow off the button. Yeah. It's killing
Yeah.
us there.
So just
least-
to nose it though is not
If we nose,
helping
nothing
much.
really moves other than the back one.
You're right, you might wanna roll because maybe you give yourself an in-off factor or something.
But where?
Then all she has to do is hit. She would have like into here to get rid of two.
Yeah, but then
If
we'd
you
still
know-
have the one in there, right?
What's that?
We'd still have the one in there.
But all she would have would just be yeah. She could get rid of it and sit two, and get rid of that
unless
one.
I just tap this to here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be moving shot stone that yellow very far. It's actually helping Northern Ontario.
That, she's nosing, and
I think the best shot would be to somehow hit this on the nose.
yeah, but with what weight?
Well,
like
that's
to get rid
what
of this?
Weight,
Or-
what weight can you nose
I
that
don't
with?
think that rock ever helps us. So if you could,
well, I don't know,
right?
timeout or
They still have a timeout
Might as well.
available.
Like the last one is if we have a shot or not, right?
We have lots of time to think about this. All I was saying was I think the best outcome is to get to the nose that. So
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
to get to the nose that.
Well, I don't know. I kind of feel like I like tapping this.
Yeah, I don't think it does
Keep
us
this
any good
around.
back. Yeah, but I don't think it does us good just back four.
No, I mean back
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I want that one to be
a count.
Okay, so we need back line.
Just not out.
Back line weight.
It's helping.
Try to tap it on the nose.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing is this still isn't going anywhere because this is going into here. That's the only thing, right?
So the only other shot is to nose this. Can you ever hit it right there?
Yeah,
And
I
just
know.
it loosens something, right?
Well, I know that's I did think that, and then it does maybe bounce that, but I don't
think
know
it's
if
worth a try.
It might leave you at least a double at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, you could So like even try to just shave it.
Then you're leaving your guard there.
Yeah.
But then that's
But then
for us to
you
use
might be able
after.
to use it.
Yeah.
We'd be shot though behind it.
Yeah.
Because if you
Kind
touch
of
this,
To loosen it. Okay, let's try that
Yeah,
nose.
you're right. I think so, Sarah.
Like that nose?
Yeah, I think so. Let's call the nose and.
If we could just move it. I realize.
I think I like it right there.
Yeah.
Right, we're happy at it.
Nose.
They're going to try the nose on that center guard because the issue is that top yellow one, and they're going to try and unlock it. You can see it just to the top of the forefoot there.
So on the nose with what kind of weight?
And then maybe they get a chance to chase it because it won't go anywhere right now. So if you can hit this nose, catch that yellow, your red stone on the forefoot won't go anywhere, and then you might be able to chase the top yellow.
Yep.
McCarville, decision made. Took them nearly 2 minutes to make that decision. Still have a timeout available. McCarville enter first. Oh, and runs it by.
No, I don't think we can ever. Try, Christy. Nice try.
Anywhere high side would have
directed
worked.
it back.
Yeah.
He needs to make contact. I never saw it curling.
Oh, there you go. Very surprised at the curl.
Yeah, that is a real straight spot. We've seen a lot of them run. Even that double she played.
Oh yeah.
But it came up a bit at the end.
All right. You know the weight here, Kara?
Guard.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, just
Very good.
Needs 2 to tie here in Northern Ontario. Shot rock at the moment belongs to Canada.
easy on it. We didn't clean the last one in.
Okay, line's good.
Still tight.
Running a bit.
Pretty tight. Same spot.
Pull it in.
Same spot.
Off.
Clean it. We don't want it.
No.
Full top 12.
Yeah.
Full 12.
No.
Top 12. Just half in the 12. Same spot.
Yeah, me?
Yep.
Go.
Yep.
Hey, you're trying to take away a little bit of that run back.
Good. I think that's okay. Nice curve.
I think that's good, hey?
That's not cut. There's no hole. The only thing I was thinking is into here.
What?
Like
Or
that
this-
into here.
This one could do that too.
This is a better angle.
I thought, does this
Well, I mean, off
7,
this
like,
one.
can you go off of...
That's
like,
your
I
only
almost thought,
chance
like,
off
it's
one of
almost like
these
you're aiming
two.
for the hole. You're trying to, like, squiggle it in there, you know what I mean? Like just redirect it off of here.
But aren't we
hope
trying
that
to
it
get the
touches
back
there.
one? I
No,
thought we were
it's-
trying to get the back
no,
yellow.
we gotta get the back one.
That's why, you don't think if you did this off that to the
No.
back?
I wonder if
It'd
you
be
get
better at
this
this
one
angle, I think.
into there,
Well,
and then it
just get it
redirects
apart.
on there.
This one
You
at least you
might
can-
get some momentum to get this yellow out a bit, and then the back one potentially goes.
To shave?
Oh, I don't know.
harder?
I was thinking here. No?
That way?
No.
You don't like that way?
Well, that's there too, but that's really tough, right?
I don't think that
So
goes
what
that-
happens if you shave it into half of the one red and up? And does it move the back one? No, eh?
No.
You need to
Like,
hit
I
the
see what you're saying. You're
top
saying
yellow to
touch
move the
that.
Can
back
you see
one.
all of that yellow over there?
No.
Well, yeah, but not enough.
Not on the inside.
So can you run that one into that
To
yellow
shave it in?
No,
and back
I
onto
think
this
you
No,
run it
it
back.
one?
I wouldn't be able to throw enough weight.
Yeah, I do think it's
What's
there.
that?
I wouldn't be able to throw enough weight at that.
It looks easier than
The other option, Ashley's saying, if we ran this one,
Yeah.
is to touch that and try to touch that.
Touch it.
to touch the red to
Shave it.
go into. No, not shave it. To come
touch
off
this
it.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, shave it.
Well, not shave it.
That's what's wrong with this rule, eh? I'm at the wrong end.
Whatever one you.
I'd have to throw tons of weight. That's all. Right?
Yeah, you don't have to move it that very far.
The only
7.
other shot I see is to hit this hard and hope that you touch this, which
And
then touches that, and you hope it squiggles through. I don't know.
It does, and it goes really
It won't
deep.
ever go over top
It
either.
won't ever?
Over top, no.
No. No, it's not going over top.
Okay.
No, it doesn't go under either.
There's not, it's too thin to go this one into here, right?
That's
Well,
right.
yeah,
That's,
it's the same as this.
it's the same
yeah.
as this one. It's just this one's kind of just off nose. That one's.
Yeah.
I think
Wanna
that's
try
our-
this?
kind of our only shot.
I think this one looks easier, though, if you're going to play that.
This one?
Show us where
Yeah,
these
'cause you're
stones are
almost
going to
playing to,
go,
like,
will you?
So this is what I
Because
think
you're almost playing to miss
you
it,
end
right?
up trying to do is
Like,
this
you're
one,
literally
Yeah.
just
back skinny that one,
Yeah.
and then
I
you
don't
try
know,
to
they all look
almost
hard.
jiggle
Yeah,
your
they all
red
look
in
hard. So whatever
to
one
here. Now by hitting that yellow one,
That?
you're going to get this back yellow one out of there. Sorry, that was not a good arrow. This back yellow one will go. I think that's the only shot I see,
Is there even enough room here?
No.
because you have to hit the
I don't
top
even think
yellow
there's enough, I don't
thin
think that
I
hole's
think the
big
red's
on the
enough.
getting
right hand
in the
side
way.
to make sure
I
you
think we
get
have
the
to shoot
shot
that
stone
one.
out.
Let's shoot that one then.
And then you hope that your redstone kind of jiggles in to get
Okay,
second
this
shot.
one right here.
Okay. Okay.
Go ahead, hit it just a hair
I
off.
can't draw those arrows either.
Right? Just a hair off.
Yeah.
So I gotta throw lots of weight. Just right there, I think.
I think your
88,
peel should be fine.
89.
It's your shot, Ash.
Two-time Canadian champion Heather Houston watching here at Fort William Gardens. Will there be
Shot,
a
Ash.
Play my shot. Oh, cool.
storybook ending here? Carrie Einarson. All she
Hair
can do
more.
is
Yeah,
watch and wait. Final stone.
Yep.
Whoa.
Northern Ontario, Krista
Whoa.
McCarville. Right now, Shot Rock does belong to Canada. This is going to take a lot of rattling here. Run it back, kick it sideways. No!
Nice try.
And it'll be 1, 2, 3 straight Canadian championships. Carrie Einarson.
Good try. Okay. Oh, shit.
How wonderful is that? How well deserved.
Good job, you guys. Good job. Good job. I don't have that. It's okay. But we can do.
I guess we'll
And for a second time,
we have it.
Krista McCarville will take home the silver medal, having lost in 2016 to Chelsea Carey. And wonderful that the people here at Fort William Gardens acknowledge a terrific week. Think about it. You win 8, you lose 1, then you have 3 straight must-win games. And that's what they have done. Team Canada coming through the 3-4, then the semifinal, and now the gold medal game.
Good job.
After having cardboard stands in the crowd for their victories last year, having the opportunity to have family there to congratulate you, there is nothing better.
Team Canada. Carrie Einarson is the winner for a 3rd straight year.
The Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you in part by Sponge Towels, made for real-life messes. By Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By BKT Tires and OK Tire. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Celebrating a 3rd straight Canadian championship. The team from Gimli, Manitoba, skipped by Carrie Einarson, is with Kathy.
Carrie, congratulations. You are in some very rarefied air with 3 wins. How does this one feel?
It feels absolutely amazing, and 3 back-to-back titles it's tough, and give it to my team. They played absolutely amazing all week.
Let's talk about your team. You started with the Draw to the Hearts with some great brushing, all-stars. We talked earlier in the week, it hadn't been the best season for you, and you turned it around here. How did that happen?
Yeah, we just got off to a little bit of a rough start this season, and then we brought Reed on, and he's definitely kept things light for us, and he's been a good addition to our team.
Carrie, when you won your first, you went to Prince George, and then the world shut down. What does it mean to have a chance to go back to where you would have played your first World Championship in Canada as Team Canada with fans cheering you on?
Oh, it's I just wanted to get a chance to play in Prince George and in Canada. So to have this opportunity again is an absolute honor. So we're super excited to be able to go back to Prince George and play this time.
Congratulations, Carrie. Please go join your team.
Thank you so much.
3 in a row to join Vera Pezer, Colleen Jones, and Jen Jones. And this is a familiar territory, but this never gets old, of course. The walk of a champion down the ice here at the Fort William Gardens. Your Canadian champions, Carrie Einarson, Val Sweeting, Shannon Burchard, Brianne Mayer, Kristen Karwacki, and Reed Carruthers.
On behalf of Kruger Products and our team across the country, I'm thrilled to congratulate everyone involved in the 2022 Scotties Tournament of Hearts. Our sponsorship of this iconic event spans more than 4 decades. Thanks to our long-term partnership with Curling Canada, we are honored that we've been able to celebrate, promote, and grow the women's game in this country for so many years. This was a unique Scotties Tournament of Hearts, and I'm here at the Leaside Curling Club in Toronto because unfortunately I can't be with you at Fort Williams Gardens. We are grateful to the host committee and volunteers for their tireless work organizing this event for the hosting curlers from across the country. Especially in this unusual time, big thanks as well to the City of Thunder Bay and the Province of Ontario. To each and every one of the remarkable athletes who competed, I want to say congratulations and thank you for making the past 10 days so special and exciting for curling fans everywhere. You inspire us with your hard work and dedication. You set an amazing example, and you set the bar high for the next generation of Canadian curlers who dream about being on this ice one day. Finally, to the curling fans, thank you for your continued loyalty to our family of Canadian brands, Scotties, Sponge Towels, Cashmere, and Purex, and for all your support for this tournament. You are what makes this all possible. Kruger is very proud to be part of the Canadian curling family, and we are honored to sponsor this tournament and excited to see you all next year at the 42nd Scotties. Thank you.
So Rick Lang will make the presentation of the silver medals to his team, and outstanding week, really, when you think about Krista McCarville, Kendra Lilly. Just a little bit of a slow start, Cheryl. How do you get out of that? Get off on the right foot, as it were.
Yeah, you know, I think as time goes by, that's just a little bit of belief that you can take some risks early and push a little bit harder, maybe just being a little careful and not taking those chances.
And Jennifer Gates is the alternate and fifth player. And there, here, Dad, there is your silver medal. Lorraine Lang watching. And now Reed Carruthers will present the gold medals to his team. And what a job he's done. You heard Kerry Einarson say how much he has meant, the addition of Reed Carruthers to this team. So decisive when he comes out with his ideas. DeVal Sweeting, again, that's 12 games now. That's a perfect record for her as she out-curls her opponent. And this front end, hard-pressed to pick a better front end in Shannon Burchard and Brianne Mayer.
Oh, they were outstanding.
Not only their shot making, their brushing, their judgment makes so many of Kerry's shots perfect.
And then Kerry can do the honors of presenting a gold medal to their coach, Reed Carruthers. The Scotties Tournament of Hearts from Thunder Bay. These are your Canadian champions, Kerry Einarson. This year's Scotties came to Northwestern Ontario and the city of Thunder Bay. It was supposed to be here last year, but of course that changed. And sure, we could spend the next few minutes telling you how things still aren't quite right, but we're sure you're sick of hearing about that. We most certainly are. So instead, let's talk about how this year's Scotties seemed completely normal in so many wonderful ways. As it has ever since 1961, our National Women's Curling Championship brought our country together. It was a chance to reunite with people you hadn't seen in a while. A chance to represent your province or territory and wear your favorite color with pride. A chance to once again hang out with your best friends. Throughout the last 10 days, we were constantly reminded why we all love this game, and even more so, the people who play it. The women of the Scotties are simply some of the nicest people you will ever meet, anywhere. They handle themselves with class and grace, and they do it all while reminding us that there's much more to their lives than curling. Here on the Scotties ice, we saw what can happen when you learn from one of the very best. You see, Christina Black had never skipped at a Scotties before, but here this week, she led her Nova Scotia team to the final six. It pays to be a good student with a great teacher. Carrie Galusha had been to 14 Scotties before, but her 15th here in Thunder Bay became her very best. Her team from Yellowknife won 6 games, the most they ever had, and they showed us what team spirit is all about. The #1 ranked team in the world reminded us the meaning of perseverance. For most of the week, Team Fleury were forced to play without their skip, but they barely skipped a beat, going 7-3 and finishing fourth. The most unlikely story was that of Andrea Crawford and her team from Fredericton. They arrived here as certainly one of the long shots, but said before it all began, they were here to win the whole thing. And guess what? They came pretty darn close, didn't they? New Brunswick found the podium for the first time in more than 30 years, proof that as long as you believe in yourself, anything is possible. The final set up as a script writer's dream, the two-time defending champions against the team that calls this city home. Krista McCarville and her team from right here in Thunder Bay had walked into this very building 1,000 times before. You see, this is where they spend countless hours perfecting their craft, doing it their way. And as the week went on, they finally got to feel like the home team and feel the love they so deserve. No, it may not have been the fairy tale ending it could have been, but for Team McCarville, we do say a heartfelt thank you for being the amazing athletes that you are on the ice, and more importantly, the people you are off it. In the end, no one could stop that team in red. Carrie Einarson and the reigning Canadian champions were the best here all week. All four were named first-team All-Stars, and it was no surprise. They now have added themselves to a very short list of teams that have gone back to back to back. And isn't it great that they will now head to Prince George as Team Canada, a place where they went 2 years ago only to have the world change before they could even start. This time, they will finally feel the love of being the home team, and we can't wait for that. We were greeted, of course, by the great snowshoe art of retired Principal Kim Asmussen at his old school. Wonderful, cold, sunny days here in Thunder Bay, and now we'll leave you on this Sunday night with some thanks to the organizing committee, to Chief Umpire Brett Waldroff, his entire crew, and Chief Ice Technician John Wall. Thank you for all your effort with your crew. And a special thanks to the TSN, the women and men of our crew. You have no idea how proud I am to be associated with all of you all these many years. So thank you very much. We'll take a couple of weeks now and then continue on. Our next stop will be the Tim Hortons Briar, Lethbridge, March 4th, then on to Prince George, where we will watch Carrie Einarson, and then Las Vegas for the Men's Worlds, April 2nd through the 10th. So till we talk with you again, thank you, Thunder Bay. Till next time. And thank all of you for watching over the course of these 10 days. Please take care of yourselves and each other. And remember, the Scotties is here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.